What's good? What's good, everybody? Hopefully, everyone is doing well on this Thursday evening. Are we all crying yet? Are we all in tears? Are we all crying on the internet? It's over. It's over. The Snyder Verse, it's over, bro. It's over. Pack it up. It's not going to happen anymore. It's done. It's done because the corporation, who are always truthful to the fans, said it's over. And Zack Snyder's Justice League wasn't a big success. So pack it up. Are we all doing that yet? Good Lord, bro. Me? No, I'm not saying it's over, bro. It's not over until I say it's over. Until Zack Snyder says it's over, we're going to continue this bitch. So don't even worry about that shit, bro. And if any of y'all are depressed, hopefully this stream will cheer you back up. But as always, let me say hello to the chat real quick. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. Hello, Sherry. Yes, I can finally be back on the stream again if you'll have me. Of course, Sherry, we love you. Because we got to talk about these whack-ass executives still doing everything in their power to hide how important Zack Snyder Justice League was. Shaking my head. I agree. Fact. What's up, Arkham? Hey, Truth. How are you doing? I'm almost done with my Court of Owls game. That's awesome, bro. Hopefully you are doing well. Good. What's up, Steven? No sacrifice, no victory. Hashtag restore the Snyder Verse. Absolutely, bro. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yup. Get those emojis up. Hi, Sherry. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. The Prince of Puzzlers. I'm unsubscribed real quick. Puzzler's always changing his avatar. What is up with that shit, bro? Did you guys see the latest episode of Invincible? I have not seen it yet. I will see it. Let's see. What's up? Let's go. What's up, the baby? What's up, baby girl? Hi, Truth. Hi, baby girl. Cornelia, good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Hope you all had a nice day. Had a nice day so far. Hello, well, what's up, Caleb? Truth and all my Caleb list in the chat. This fool is trying to make that happen. What's up, Truth? How was your day? It's going well, bro. It's going well. What's up, Parag 3247? Another depressing day for DC fans. Not really. I mean, if you're believing all this bullshit, then yeah, I guess it's a depressing day. But me, I'm just like, no, I'm not depressed. There's nothing to be depressed about. Let's see. Fuck DC. I mean, that shit. Well, fuck Warner Brothers. I love DC. Let's see. What up, Caleb? What's up, Pikachu? I'm here. What's up, bro? Is this a Zack Snyder fanboy? Hi, guys. Let's see. Try not to get too depressed. We still got this. WB can't run from how successful Zack Snyder Justice League was, nor all that bad publicity that I've been getting lately. We'll make sure of that shit. I promise you. Absolutely. I agree. I concur. WB is a yes, they are. I've been getting sad lately because of WB treating the DC characters, but I hope the DC movies coming out changes that. It's not going to change. As long as the executives over there are in charge, it's not going to change. Hello, all. What's up? Invictus back. Good to see you. This is what I tell people. They should restore it with Batfleck Solo and Justice League 2 regardless. On HBOMax, yes, that's what they should do. Hopefully, that's what they're planning. They completed Snyder's Cut and put it on HBO Max for as cheap as possible. Yeah, why would you fucking give Zack Snyder $70 million just to say, okay, well, it's done. It's over now. And for people to say, well, it wasn't as successful as they thought it would be. Okay, let's talk about that. First of all, let me get a drink of my water real quick because I'm already fucking getting triggered by this shit. Okay, if it wasn't as successful, okay, let's break that down. Why wasn't it successful? Oh, maybe because you didn't fucking promote the fucking movie all this time. Like, think about it. All the bullshit that happened in 2017, right? And then leading up to fucking DC Fandom. DC Fandom is where, you know, not even DC Fandom. Before that, go back to fucking May 2020, right? Or May 2021, wherever the fuck it was announced that this was going to get fucking released, right? And everybody was hyping it up. Everybody was excited. It was like, woohoo, this is going to fucking happen, right? And then we get to DC Fandom, where we're going to see the fucking first trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And what happens? The fucking bitch gets fucking leaked. And who leaked it? Probably some dickhead over at Warner Brothers who doesn't want the Snyder Cut to be successful. So right then and there, boom, you cut the legs off. Why? That was already fucking strike one. Like, how are you going to fucking leak the trailer? Really? Like, you don't have fucking people watching that shit to make sure that this wasn't fucking leaked? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And number two, you had to take off the trailer. You had to take off the trailer because the music was copyrighted. Was copyrighted? You mean you don't fucking have your shit together? You mean you don't have fucking people in charge to make sure that this doesn't get copyrighted? So you don't have to fucking take down the trailer? Like, what? I've never heard that shit in my entire life. So that was fucking strike number two. Like, what? You should have fucking people in place to make sure that when this trailer gets released, it doesn't get leaked, and you don't have to fucking worry about being copyrighted with fucking with a fucking Hallelujah song. Like, are you fucking serious with that? And then you cut to fucking March, where the fucking movie gets leaked and shows up in Tom and Jerry of all places. How in the world does your fucking movie get leaked in Tom and Jerry? That's fucking suspect as all fuck, bro. That's all suspect. Like, really? You gotta fucking leak the entire fucking movie? Like, since 2017, this fucking movie, Zack Snyder's movie, has been fucked with over and over and over again, with some kind of fuckery going on with Warner Brothers, probably Walter Hamada or Ann Cernoff or Jeff Johns or whoever jealous executive was over there. Since 2017, this movie's been fucked with. And now you're going to come out and say, not only that, but you fucking release Godzilla versus Kong, a Warner Brother property, days before the Snyder Cut. Days before the fucking Snyder Cut. And then when he did that to fucking, and I don't know, like whoever made the executive decision to be like, you know what? Let's move it further apart from Zack Snyder's Justice League, because they did that shit on purpose. They did that shit on fucking purpose. So when it was successful, the fucking executives, Warner Bros. Executives, to be like, you know what? You see, look what happened. The Snyder Cut wasn't successful at all. Too bad, bro. Too bad. It was all Godzilla versus Kong. That's it. Like, get the fuck out of here. Really? It was all Godzilla versus Kong? All of it? So if it was all Godzilla versus Kong and the Snyder Cut wasn't successful, then why in the fuck was the Snyder Cut just fucking crashing streams all over the fucking country, bro? It was breaking records, bro. People couldn't fucking see it. People couldn't fucking see it because it was buffering, because it was getting so much fucking traffic. And you want to tell me that it wasn't fucking successful? Like, what? Really? It wasn't successful at all. Nothing. It was all Godzilla versus Kong. Shut the fuck up with that nonsense, bro. Like, really? You're gonna say all that shit? Who's gonna believe that all that nonsense? You're not gonna believe that nonsense. It was all Godzilla versus Kong? Really? All of it? It was just that one fucking movie? Come on, bro. Give me a fucking break. Don't tell me that shit. It's all nonsense, bro. All fucking nonsense. The Snyder Cut was a big hit. Now, I think we as DC fans, we were realistic, right? We had realistic expectations. We never said that the Snyder Cut was going to be fucking the most incredible fucking movie ever, and it was going to fucking place HBOMax as the number one streaming service of all time. It was going to move the needle. It wasn't going to do that because, number one, like I said, 2017, people saw 2017 Justice League and it was like, you know what? This movie's shit. Like, this movie's crap. And the marketing department failed big time because they did not educate the general audience to what this movie was. People thought like this was just another director's cut of fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League, or a longer version of what they saw in 2017. So some people were like, you know what? I'm not going to fucking see this bullshit. Like, why? Like, this movie was shit. This movie is trash. Like, it was their job to fucking market this shit properly. It's not the fans' job to fucking market this movie, which is what we did. We fucking marketed the fuck out of this fucking movie because AT&T, HBOMax, Warner Brothers, Warner Media didn't want to. They wanted this movie to fucking fail, bro. They wanted this movie to fucking fail. And it's like, you can't fucking do that shit, bro. Like the fans took over this shit. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a fucking $1 billion to spend on advertising. Trust me, if I did, I would fucking spend it real quick. I would promote the fuck out of this movie. But it didn't fucking happen, bro. It did not fucking happen. So you can miss me with this nonsense saying, oh, it wasn't as successful because of this, and this. Or it wasn't successful because, people weren't interested. No, people just didn't fucking know. Because you didn't fucking do your job, marketing department, AT&T, Warner Media, Warner Brothers. It's your fucking job to market this movie properly, which you failed. You did a fucking miserable job. And still, despite all that fucking nonsense that was going on, guess what? It was still successful. Think about that. Despite all the fuckery since 2017, this movie was still successful. What does that fucking tell you? It tells you that people still are invested in this shit, that people wanted to see this fucking movie. That's what it should fucking tell you. That's what it should fucking tell you. So AT&T, Jason Kilar, Hopefully, you fucking wisen the fuck up, see what's in front of you, see how fucking passionate the fans are, and not to mention, you have goodwill. You just established goodwill with this fucking movie. Not only with the fans, but with the general audience. When you have fucking celebrities talking about this fucking movie and liking it and praising it, that should fucking tell you something. You have momentum right now. Fucking propel that momentum and go fucking do Justice League Part 2. Get fucking Zack Snyder on the phone because he wants to do it. The cast wants to do it. Joe Manganiello wants to fucking do it. Ben Affleck wants to fucking do it. Everybody wants to fucking do this movie except you guys. I don't fucking get it. Especially when you have a gold mine in front of you. You have this fucking gold mine in front of you and you don't want to fucking take it. Netflix took it because they saw everything that Zack Snyder had planned for Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead already has a fucking universe and the movie isn't even out yet. Let that sink in for a moment. We don't even know if Army of the Dead is going to be fucking good or not, which I think it is because I fucking love Zack Snyder and he did an amazing job with Dawn of the Dead. But let that sink in. An original IP already has a fucking universe before the movie comes out, and you have the most iconic intellectual property in the world, DC Comics. You have Batman, you have Superman, you have Wonder Woman. 3 of the most popular, iconic fictional characters of all time at your fucking disposal, and you don't want to fucking do anything about it. Instead, we the fans have to read fucking trash articles about, the Snyder Cut wasn't as successful because, the fans didn't show up or the fans weren't big enough. And I told you it was just a loud minority. And then the rest of the world just gave up. And Godzilla vs. Kong was the #1 streaming service on the platform. Shut the fuck up with that nonsense, bro. I don't want to hear that shit because that's clearly bullshit, bro. Clearly fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. But anyway, I'm not going to go on my usual rant, even though I felt like I did kind of go on a rant. But I will put a link in the chat, doing it real early, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me fucking talk. Probably like, True, shut the fuck up already. We don't want to hear you fucking talk anymore. We want to hear some new people. So I'll put a link in the chat. And are the trolls here already? What the fuck? And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. And then we could get this show on the road. And just, talk shit like we always do and have fun and bullshit, speculate, and hopefully get people off the bridge. And let them not be fucking depressed anymore. So here we go. Put the link in the chat. And is Future gonna be here? No, he's fucking banned. He's fucking blocked. Because I don't allow pedophiles on my fucking stream. Let's see. True Speaking Fact. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. Let's see. Meta Human Flash. What's up, Meta Human Flash? I think you're new to this chat. What's up? Let's see.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, Dark Side. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure if you had $1 billion, it would be wiser to pay for Justice League 2 and 3. I agree.
Oh man, WB, another fucking bullshit. What are you expect from that company, man?
That's right, Truth Shares. Marvel for AIDS. You're stupid.
Like, first of all, you got a company that didn't even want to make Army of the Dead, which that fucking franchise is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Just look at
And
the
then
trailer.
Netflix went to them and like, here, we give you $70 million for that shit, and bought them, and Zack made the film. Like,
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with? Oh my god!
I don't know. I don't get it.
They
I really don't get it. It's never
They
over.
don't
No,
get
it's not over. It's not over until Zack Snyder says, you know what, guys? We tried. We did a good job, but this is your trilogy. Until Zack Snyder says that, then yeah.
And even if he says that, we still have the Army of the Dead universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is made with people who actually care about what the fans want, and they want more Snyder.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what they want. Like they have a gold mine in front of them. I don't know why.
This is easy money.
Do it. Exactly. I don't
this
fucking
is
get
literally
it. Really
Monopoly.
Yeah.
What's up, Brandon Peralta? Good to see you. What's good?
Time out. Wait. First of all, Caleb, you shut the fuck up, bitch. And Josh, fuck you, stupid ball, bitch.
Whoa.
Hey, Sherry.
Hi, I came in
Hi,
just
Sherry.
the right time.
I know it feels like forever. I feel like we haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I was
What
been
was it, 3
busy the
days?
last few days.
What was it?
I couldn't stay.
I know.
I'm glad
I
I'm
know.
here.
Oh,
It's always
Zack
you, Sherry.
Oh shit.
Hey, Zack
It sounds like I came in just the right time.
I know. No, because I figured, you know what, you guys are clearly tired of me talking. So you know what, I want to hear some new voices.
No. I could listen to you rant all day about this stuff.
I mean,
Trust
True was
me.
speaking facts. He's speaking
For real.
Truth. I just had to come in here and say, man, I love it when you speak the truth, brother. I gotta agree here. It's like when you're speaking facts, nobody can deny it. I was doing the same thing earlier today with Sil Abdul. Man, we all know what's up. Okay,
Yeah.
that studio is on some BS. They don't appreciate the fandom that they have. They're chasing after a fandom that will never, accept them and appreciate them for who they are. So as far as I'm concerned, it's WB's loss, because all these other studios want Zack Snyder. He's the most sought after director in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
If Marvel's looking for you, and only you for a Ghost Rider movie, then there has to be something big about you.
I don't know if he'd take that. I think he knows it would kind of break our hearts if he went over to Marvel. I don't know.
I don't see this Ghost Rider thing happening though. Like I know, like there was the article which I did a rant on. I'm sure I pissed people off with that.
I mean, he's asking for it.
Yeah, just like
I don't know.
Like just because Kevin Feige mentioned Zack Snyder, possible, because I don't know if that's true or not. Like I just don't see Zack Snyder going on the Marvel side, because I see Zack Snyder wanting to finish off his story and then leaving and then saying goodbye to this franchise.
Right.
I see that likely for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think if they offered him, in order for him to come to Marvel, they would have to allow him creative control on the product. That's number one.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, they would have to give him something where he could do long form storytelling and he could make the movie that he wanted to make. So if Kevin Feige said to Zack Snyder, you can make a Ghost Rider movie, you can make it any length you want, we'll put it on Disney Plus or whatever, I think Zack Snyder would go for it if he was allowed to creatively do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
He should do a Ghost Rider TV show, because last week's Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode was more than an hour long. One. Two, they can give him enough freedom, like a lot of freedom, but most likely they're gonna say this is where you have to end, so we can just lead into other Marvel movies. But there also is the fact that he can go close to rated R because of what happened in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Well, Zack Snyder can definitely skirt the limits of a PG-13.
Look at the
Owls
movie that he did.
Right. He could take it to the limit if they let him do it. But the thing with Zack is, anywhere he goes, I just want him to be able to tell whatever story he wants to tell, no matter how long it is, no matter what the idea is behind it. Just give Zack full creative control. Let him do what he's going to do, and he will deliver positive results for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, because Disney and the MCU especially seems to, Feige and all of that, they seem to be pretty tight knit. And I don't know how much creative control and how much deviation they would let a director, have over there. So I don't know. I don't know if it'd be a good fit for him. I really, I don't know. I don't see it.
It would all depend on stipulations and different things that were ironed out in the contract ahead of time. Because we know Zack Snyder's not going to go anywhere where he's going to be handcuffed and he can't do what he wants. But if the rumors of them looking for him for Ghost Rider is true, all I'm saying is he can use that as a negotiating tactic for WB, and that's
True.
the
Could
good
make
part.
a good Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but you don't think he has that
Keanu
with
Reeves
Netflix,
as Ghost Rider,
with
though.
Army of the Dead universe? I mean, since Netflix wants him, and Zack Snyder is very happy over with Netflix, letting him do whatever he wants. I feel like that's more of a tactic than a possible Marvel deal with Kevin Feige.
Well, I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't know if the
he's gonna-
rumors are true. I mean, I don't know if the rumors are true, but from what I heard, Warner Brothers was actually concerned that he might be negotiating with Marvel because they know that Marvel's interested in him. So that would be that's a good thing for him to use if he wants to be able to complete his Justice League.
Literally,
Yeah,
the only
arc.
thing that Warner
And
Bros. And
plus-
DC has looking forward to them is Zack Snyder's universe.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They have nothing else ahead besides the Batman and Black
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
even for Black Adam, The Rock wants it to be in Zack Snyder. He wants to go up against Henry Cavill, which is Zack Snyder's
Mhm.
universe,
hmm
and loves Zack Snyder too. So
And that's what pisses me off is that, they don't want to continue the Snyderverse, but they want to use his characters, his version of them. They want to use
Only
his
some.
handpicked actors. They want to, well, yeah, exactly. Only some, because of these petty personal vendettas they have against Ray Fisher and Henry Cavill. And
It's nonsense.
Also,
Yeah.
and plus also, they have like Deadpool and Blade. Like you got Deadpool 3 and Blade. They also have to consider that Blade and Deadpool are essentially R-rated characters. You can't do an R-rated film.
Blade's now PG-13.
It's going to be PG-13
Yeah.
now.
He's no longer a rated R
That's
character now.
That's going to be the main problem with that. Is that if you
Exactly.
turn that into PG-13, people are just going to be turned off because the last Blade film was R-rated. But if
Well,
you
to
just
be-
double
It was
down,
terrible.
It was terrible, I'll tell you that. But to be honest, like
no, not that, not Blade Trilogy, the first Blade film, the first Blade film.
Yeah.
Oh, with Wesley Snipes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna come
Yeah,
back
that's
as
good.
a wrestler.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
but if you, and that's where I just feel that it should be like a TV series on Hulu or on Hulu because how you're gonna introduce Blade into the MCU if you're just gonna turn him PG-13. That's like me just turning Punisher. That's like me turning a Punisher film into a PG-13 film and just absolutely dumbing down the violence and
Oh, that's
ruthlessness
hilarious.
of
Sir.
that
That's
character.
hilarious. Oh, man.
Yeah, which is why I think Zack Snyder being on HBOMax is perfect for him because he's allowed more creative freedom to do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to worry about restrictions about being PG-13 or being rated
That's
R.
right.
He could tell
Yeah.
a long form story, like stories. He doesn't have to worry about a running time. Like the 4 hours just went by quick. Like
Yeah.
so,
Yeah? Oh, I
just
know.
pacing's good.
either a
Pace-
horror movie or
In my
miniseries.
opinion, Zack
once
Snyder's
you
Justice
start
League was
getting-
too short.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have watched
I mean,
more.
there's a 5-hour cut of Justice League. You know that, right?
Yeah,
But
the
I do
assembly
feel
was
like,
5 hours.
with if it's true that Zack Snyder, I feel like Zack Snyder will have more like a leverage,
bullshit.
kind of leverage towards if he goes to Marvel, Warner Brothers would want him back because Netflix, but it's not the same pit. Like you have this Marvel and DC competition, so if he like goes there and wants him to do Ghost Rider, I feel like AT&T or Warner Brothers will want to get him back. I can feel like that's more of a leverage.
No, that would be
Well,
good.
yeah. If the rumors are true, they're already worried about the possibility of him accepting some sort of Marvel deal. They don't want him. I've said this before. I feel like Zack Snyder is kind of like someone where they don't want Marvel to have him, but they don't want him either. It's
Right.
kind of like they're
Yeah.
they're stingy like that. They
Yeah.
don't want to. and
They're scared.
they're worried and they're scared because if he goes somewhere else and it's a big hit, and we know Army of the Dead is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Huge.
It's gonna be the movie theaters
Yeah.
too.
Like, I
It's
think
finally gonna put Netflix back on the radar because how many of us
Exactly.
have been
Them
watching
getting Zack Snyder
Netflix
is like
lately?
them getting the Marvel shows. It's like
Yeah.
easy money and an easy win for both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
been watching Netflix for a while. Like,
I mean, I was
barely.
watching Netflix all the time, but once HBO, our family got HBO, I just been watching a whole lot of that. to be
Yeah, I've
honest.
been watching Disney Plus and HBO Max. Like,
Mhm.
there's nothing really anything on Netflix anymore. Really.
But I mean, Army of the Dead, like I said, it's gonna put Netflix back on the radar again, in a way that they haven't had in months now. They haven't been in the, you know what I mean? Like, yes, the numbers are still there. They're the largest streaming service. They're a behemoth as far as that goes. But
I think
as
they're
far
like
as
300 million subscribers.
viewership lately, I mean, even
been going
HBO
down.
Max, even HBO Max beat them as far as viewership goes last month.
I wonder why.
So, yeah, exactly. I mean, they just have not been on the radar for a while now. So, yeah, Zack Snyder's getting
Army
ready
of
to
the
do
Dead's
that for them.
Army about the Dead's about to change that storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
I mean, everybody
Yep.
is so hyped for that movie, and
Yep.
that's going to be the closest we're going to get of completely unadulterated Snyder, completely pure
Yep.
in its
I'm
purest
looking
form.
forward
So,
to it.
yeah, because Netflix is the type that they're the company where they just give the filmmaker the money and say, make the movie you want to make. They don't meddle, they don't
can't
screw
wait.
around the way WB does. So this
Yeah.
is
like,
it's
I
going
I
to be
love
huge.
it.
Can I
I kind of
say-
wish Netflix maybe takes like the Snyder Verse over there, but we all
They
know
tried to
WB
get
would.
it.
Like, we all know
They
WB
wanted
would
it.
never
They
sell
wanted the Snyder cut, but
Yep.
WB wouldn't let them have it. And this is the thing. I think at some point I would like to see. I think best case scenario for the Snyderverse and for DC as a brand would be if AT&T just turned around and sold the movie division of DC to Netflix. Just
100%.
let them have it because they don't know what to do with DC.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
completely
I
clueless.
feel
Netflix
like
will
Yeah.
fire everybody.
Yeah, Warner has
Please do.
owned the rights to DC stuff for decades, though, and they'll never give it up. I mean, they'll
No.
just keep screwing it up, but they'll never
Right.
give it up.
That's what their specialty
Yeah.
is, though. They like to screw it
Yeah.
up. They don't want to do it right.
Yeah.
They're trying to
Yeah.
get bankrupt.
Fucking sleep.
Yeah, they'll
Let's see.
just.
Whatever happened to The Rock trying to restore Snyderverse? But here's the thing. Here's the thing with The Rock. The Rock is I said this in a previous stream. The Rock is an actor, and The Rock is going to do what's best for The Rock. Do I believe that The Rock wants Henry Cavill to be in this movie? Sure, I believe that.
Yeah,
Do I
sure.
think The Rock is going to fight the studio
No.
and
And ruin his own career over it?
No,
He's
Right.
big enough
No, I
to
don't.
at least get Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he does want Henry Cavill back in his movie, and I'm sure The Rock, does want the Snyderverse. But I don't see The Rock putting all his effort into doing that shit when he has his own franchise to worry about. I don't see The Rock, worry about the Zack Snyder universe at all.
He
Well,
got
if the Rock
I
wants
agree.
Black Adam, but if The Rock wants Black Adam in the Snyderverse, Black Adam will be in the Snyderverse. That's just the way that it goes because The Rock has that kind of pull.
Like, I
I
see
mean,
it this way.
kind of, but not really, because if you look at his movies, he's not really a box office draw like that. Like, you know
And
what I
these
mean?
executives are determined to not.
Yeah. They don't
Right.
want the Snyderverse at all. They don't want Zack
They
Snyder.
just don't like money.
They don't like money.
That's true.
Yeah, they
That's
don't.
true.
They're
They're
gonna have
not,
to
they're
be
not very
forced.
money oriented.
I'm
mean,
just gonna say right now,
Yeah.
if Zack Snyder goes to Marvel or Star Wars, DC and Warner Bros. Is done for. There's nothing left for them to get or
You
gain.
do have a point right there.
Yeah, because
The
so what about things like
Batman,
they don't
yeah.
need Zack Snyder. Like that's their
Yeah.
line of thinking. Like, oh, we have this whole multiverse, which is bullshit, by the way. So
I
we don't
know.
need Zack Snyder. We don't need anything of that. So
Exactly.
when Army of the Dead comes out, and hopefully it's a massive success, which I think it will be. will Warner Brothers look at that and be like, you know what? Maybe we should call Zack Snyder back and be like, you know what, Zack, why don't you just come back and have a conversation and let's see what happens.
They'll be forced
Probably
to
not.
if they do. If they do, it would only be because they're forced to. The people,
Yeah.
AT&T is like, look, we've got nothing coming up now that's going to bring in, what the Snyder Verse could bring in for us.
Right.
The hype,
If Wonder Woman,
hype
if Wonder
that,
Woman 84, if Wonder Woman
Yeah.
84 is any
I mean-
indication of what they think that they can do, they're in trouble. Honestly, if Wonder
Yeah.
Woman 84 is the metric by which they're using which Walter Hamada's vision is for the DCEU beyond Zack Snyder, yeah, DC is done. They're already heading for a flop. They better hope that this Robert Pattinson Batman movie they got coming out, they better hope the movie is makes them like $2 or $3 billion, because that's really the only thing that they're going to have that could possibly do well.
I mean,
at
it's
this
not going
point.
to reach Dark
I
Knight
think
level.
But the thing
Batman
is, it's
is
not
very-
connected to anything besides a show.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true
It's its
too.
own separate thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Earth, on separate. It's not connected to anything or anything.
And plus,
Although-
it's not
because,
their
I
movie;
don't want
it's
them
the
to be
director's
connected.
movie.
Yeah.
Like how Zack Snyder's Justice League is
Me
the
neither.
director's movie.
Me neither. And
Yeah.
listen, I love Matt Reeves. I love Zoe Kravitz. I love,
I do too.
I love the cast. I think Paul Dano is brilliant for the Riddler. Brilliant fucking acting choice.
He looked
Like,
great in
I'm
the
actually-
trailer.
I'm actually rooting for this movie because, again, that is separate. But I hope they keep it fucking separate. That's my
Yeah.
biggest fear is they're going to use this Flash movie to attach that world
You mean the garbage movie?
to our Wonder Woman. Like they'll handpick what parts of the Justice League they want to keep.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly
they'll
what
u-
they're going to
and
do.
They'll use this Flash movie to be like, well,
And they'll somehow
now we
shoehorn
have-
Pattinson into
Right,
the
now-
DCEU.
now
Yeah.
we have Wonder
So,
Woman and this and that. And so now from going forward, we'll still have Gal, we'll still have maybe possibly Henry. They may patch things up with Henry. We'll have Jason, and then we'll have the Flash. But yeah, no Ray Fisher, no more Cyborg, and it'll just the movie will solely be used to get rid of Zack Snyder's vision.
Maybe they won't use Cyborg anymore and just stay away from the
They're
character.
going to recast him. I
They
guarantee
will.
if they recast him, it's over.
They're just gonna avoid.
Who are they going to
the
use?
character.
Kevin Hart?
Because Ray got too much critical acclaim for his performance, and everybody knows what happened behind the scenes, and so for them to recast would just be too much.
That would tank the
won't.
movie.
They won't.
If they recast Cyborg,
they
that would tank the movie. So they're just going to ignore it and won't use the character. They'll write the character out.
They're going to recast him with Kevin Hart.
They will
won't
put
use the
they'll use a one or two throwaway lines in the Flash movie to explain why Victor moved away or some
He's with his
bullshit.
father. He's in Star
And
Wars with his
then and then that'll be that.
being a
Yeah, they
cyborg.
just will avoid the character using.
Maybe
the
he's
character.
relaxing on a beach.
It's
He's
disgusting.
at his grandfather's
Look, he
grave.
was supposed to have a major role in that movie, and then once the problems started and Ray started holding them accountable for their bullshit, then all of a sudden his role got reduced down to a 2-week shoot, right? Like he was only going to need to be on set for a couple of weeks, and that's it. And all of a sudden he's got like nothing more than cameos. Next thing you know, he's not in it at all.
Yeah.
He's
they
no
don't need his
longer
service.
in anything.
Exactly. They don't need his services no more. So
Because
it's
Ben
just
Affleck
like
took his part.
no. They brought that in as a desperation move. Look, I mean, like it's yeah,
It is
it's a
what it is.
mess. It's a
what's-
fucking and Ben, to Ben's credit, he's contracted to do a few more things. So he whatever they tell him, whatever the final thing is that they decide to do, I mean, he kind of has to. Same with Jason and other, they signed up, their contracts aren't up yet, so they have to.
Wasn't Ben brought on before whatever happened to Ray Fisher and stuff like that? It was announced I think at before DC Fandom.
No, they wrote the script last year in DC Fandom. They wrote that shit.
Yeah, he was
couple
announced
months
for the
later, they
movie
rewrote.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrote the script
So
last year.
I think I think
Yeah,
they just
Cyborg
tweaked
and
this.
Flash.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
tweaked it where Batman's like Batman's the one that's gonna be helping Flash travel through time and everything like that.
Which it was
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be so
I mean-
stupid. It's gonna be so,
Cyborg.
it's gonna be so fucking stupid that everything cool that we saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League is now gonna be no longer relevant. It's like
And their
all the
friendship, because
We're not
of
even
it, and
using
their-
that Flash.
right,
Yeah.
right.
They don't even
They'll
consider
give
Zack
us
Snyder's
Savior
Justice
their
League
Flash.
canon.
version. They'll give us their version, whatever that ends up being, and we won't even get to see their friendship blossom. This is the two youngest Justice League members.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't think a lot of people have thought about that these are two young, really young men here,
Yeah.
on a team of gods and, adults and all this stuff. So it's,
Yeah.
they form a good friendship, and we were supposed to see that.
You don't think
Yeah.
Ezra Miller is pissed right now at Warner Brothers? You don't think he's pissed?
Ezra Miller?
Who?
Yeah, I think he's pissed because
I think he's pissed too.
I think he thinks
Well,
what happened
they
was
do that.
foul. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
Ezra
can
is a
get
really good
contractually
guy. Ezra's
Yeah.
a good guy. And I'm sure if people who are close to
you're
him.
telling me my best friend is gonna be in a movie, but now he's not gonna be in it. Come on.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that him and Ray Fisher are best friends, but I
friends,
mean,
friends. Tell me my friend's not gonna be in a
But-
movie, but then then you rewrite him out of it. and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's just so tough.
It's foul as fuck because, like I said, these guys are, it's still in contracts, some of them, and so they have to do whatever the studio ends up ultimately, putting them
Ray
in.
Fisher's still in
Just like
contract.
with Justice League, they had to show up every day and film that shit, you guys. Like, like
It was so
They had-
trash, dude.
Yeah, they made they don't even consider Zack Snyder's Justice League as canon. They only consider Justice League. Hence why they're not even going to use anything that was remotely from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Not even an inch.
Garbage movie.
No.
Like I said, but they'll use the
Crap.
character. They'll use his hand-picked characters, his actors,
They'll use the
his
characters that he
ideas, his
picked.
aesthetic, the uniforms he picked for. They'll use all that.
Yeah.
But then throw their fucking studio spin on it. It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna do
Awful.
like with Aquaman that didn't mention Justice League and shit like that, only a small mention, and that's it. That's what they're probably gonna do.
It's a whole multiverse except for you,
Yeah.
Zack Snyder. So get the fuck out of here.
Let's hope it's as good as Aquaman. I doubt they can deliver that. I mean, because
Yeah, because
remember,
I don't know what
James
it is,
Wan. Because remember, James Wan went behind the studio's back and worked with Zack on Aquaman. That's the only reason that it didn't end up cheesier than it was, or worse.
Right.
And
it would have been
I liked it.
horrible. Honestly,
liked
it would have been
it.
even worse.
Yeah,
It would've
I
been
liked
even
it.
worse. The only thing they messed up on, James Wan messed up on, was not allowing Mira to have the British accent that she has in the Snyder cut, so that you could have that continuity between.
Yeah.
But you don't think Andy
I
Muschietti is
know.
gonna
Yeah.
Do what?
do that? Go behind the studio back and talk to Zack.
No.
It's like I feel like it's
I don't think so. No.
like with I don't know what Ezra Miller's. I feel like with these actors, they're going to just follow what they want to do. Like
Oh, true.
Like,
Ezra does
Ben
have social
Affleck
media.
to me seems like a person that he'll say yes to Zack Snyder if he ever comes back, but he's gonna do what he wants for his own best interest as an actor.
He came back for free. For
Yes,
Zack.
he did. But
Who's Zack Snyder?
Like Ben.
yeah, for Zack
Like
Snyder.
Ben and Largero, everybody came back for free for Zack. Come
Yeah, because he
on.
wanted to finish off the movie that he made.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll do that for Zack.
Yeah.
They love Zack. They love him.
Everybody.
He's the
loves
nicest
that.
person you probably will meet in real life.
He just such a real dude. So down to earth. Yeah.
Marcy say, I wish Michael Keaton was not in this movie. Well, I wish too. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't know what the fucking this Flash movie is. Like, what is this Flash movie? It's a multiverse movie. Okay,
It's
what
a
does that
multiverse
mean?
It's a Flash
What does that
movie.
entail?
It's the trash point. That's what it is.
Honestly, they're not
Flashpoint,
even
but no
giving us
Flashpoint.
that. Right. They're not even giving us
trash,
that.
trash point. Trash.
They'll have them go back in time, but it won't be the Flashpoint paradox. It'll
Zack
be
Snyder list point.
Yeah.
Right.
be
It's all about
Erasing
erasing
How
Zack
can we erase Zack
Snyder's.
Snyder's Masterpiece.
everything Snyder, and now we move
We'll
forward.
probably, honestly, you guys. I mean, like they'll probably have Robert Pattinson's Batman do a cameo in it and stuff. And
God.
that
No, he
that will
probably-
be
they don't
that
want
will.
that.
I'm out.
I mean, it's not supposed to connect, but as a desperate move, who knows what they'll do?
Doesn't
Who knows?
Batman
No, they're
come
gonna do something.
Who knows how far they'll take
I
this?
just-
Because the publicity just keeps getting bad, and one bad decision keeps getting made after another. And when they see that the public's not liking it, who knows how desperate they'll get
That's true.
and how far they'll
Yeah.
take this.
Yeah, but because all of them are very reactionary. Like that's what Warner Brothers does. Like if the Flash
Right.
movie
Warner
fails,
Brothers is the most reactionary studio ever.
yeah,
I mean, look at the lengths they've gone to bear. I mean, first of all, they lied to the general public for fucking years about the Snyder Cut even existing
3
in
years.
the first fucking place. 4 years. 4 years.
Wait, 4?
So, so there's that. I mean, let's just start there. So, when you flash forward from that, right? And then, of course, eventually, they let him admit it and et cetera, and now we're here. Look at the lengths that they've gone to hide it and bury its success and et cetera, et cetera. So, I don't put anything past these people,
Guys, I think I found something that you might want to see, and
What?
it's not good.
Oh,
What?
dude.
oh no,
What the
What
hell
happened?
is it?
No, what?
Isn't that the Flash movie?
Oh,
more
it's
bad
Ellie.
news.
Let's see.
What?
Get the fuck out of here with this
We got
cover my
this
ass.
covered. No, you
Hey,
guys.
who's making shit out there, bro?
8 years ago, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yo, this cover is the most bullshitted
Trolling.
website
Yeah.
out there.
Worse.
I'm
We're
still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for 8 years after.
Like,
Scared me
bro,
for a minute. I was
8
like,
years
oh,
from
no.
now. Man. Yo, this cover is the worst shit out there. Oh my god.
Ban him.
What did I do?
Caleb.
Oh,
Caleb.
What did I do?
Man.
Nah, but
Yeah,
Caleb
that's-
Army.
That's hilarious.
there were
What's up?
Zack Snyder talked about a Star Wars movie idea that he had recently, but he said no to working with Star Wars, seeing how they are right now.
Of course.
Let's see. What's up, Cayman? What's up, everyone? Personally, not really interested in the Flash movie, especially since it's allegedly supposed to erase the Snyderverse.
Agreed.
I think it will. But listen, like I'm okay if it erases the Snyderverse as long as we get that on HBOMax.
Yeah, it could
Something.
Yeah. Yeah, it can
Anything.
erase the Snyderverse, but it just can't make it stop continuing.
Right. Exactly. They could. Exactly. I would have a lot less animosity towards it. Look, if that's the direction they want to go and they want to use this movie to prepare the audience for their Hamadaverse, fine. But you can do both.
Flashverse.
Wait,
You
what?
can do both.
Yeah,
You can
the
give
good-
us
the
our
good
Snyderverse
Burgerverse.
So they
Yeah,
don't
the
see
Burger
that.
Verse.
They don't see it that way.
Good burger, welcome.
They don't see
Yeah, like-
that way.
they can erase it and put it on from the main Earth and put it on a different Earth where you have where you have the Snyderverse and
Well,
that would
Steppenwolf
get-
specifically mentions the multiverse in
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it
that
does.
sets Zack Snyder proactively set up the multiverse for WB. So he gave them an out. He gave them an option
Yeah.
to say, okay, multiverse. So
Yeah.
now you can continue. You can take Zack Snyder's Justice League. You could take the Snyderverse, keep it on HBO Max, put it on a different Earth, and continue your main Hamada Whackverse
The Burger Verse?
in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, the Burger
Yeah.
Verse. Yeah.
Yeah, the Burgerverse.
If the Snyderverse isn't restored, all of Zack's actors need to leave.
Yo,
if the
they leave,
Snyderverse
that
is
would
not
be
restored,
terrible.
I
if
mean,
it's
it
not
was.
restored, then I see people leaving. I see the
Oh,
actors
yeah,
leaving. I think they're done.
Yeah.
I mean, they could if they could prove that WB broke the contract on their end in some way, some kind of business malfeasance, or I mean, look, Ben Affleck tried to get them to walk out on Justice League.
Yeah.
On the set of Justice League, things were so
Sure.
bad.
Yo, he
And
almost
some of the actors
Yeah.
were on board with that, but some of the actors, and I don't know which ones, but some of them, obviously, he wasn't able to get them to all unanimously because it was going to have to be all of them, or because if only some of them did, then it's more of a liability. You have to all go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they can't sue all of you, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like that forces them to the table. But if only one or two of you walk off in a huff, well, now they can sue you and all of these things. And so he tried to get them all to agree to a walk-off because things were so bad. But look, I mean, the industry has a way of scaring people and threatening their careers and
Like
shit.
Josh Whedon.
And, you know,
Like, I don't
Josh
see
Whedon trying to count
everyone
the
like
career.
Yeah,
even if
and
like
why Ray Fisher's not gonna publicly like name all the people that were involved in the investigation.
That we call snitch.
Yeah.
yeah, he's not going to give up the people who testified.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You know,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah,
You
like,
know,
He's
Ray
just
Fisher's
gonna act
covered
like
that. Why would you say
he
he's a
doesn't know
man of
them.
integrity. Yeah, no.
He's
no.
gonna be like, who?
Yeah, no.
I don't
He's
know
a
them.
man
I
of
never met them
integrity.
before.
He's a man of integrity. Look, this man's been called a liar for years, and he's been telling the truth since day fucking one.
And more people came out to
You know?
support that. So
Look
Yeah.
at the horrible IP statement from yesterday about the case of George Floyd.
Oh
Really,
my
that was the
god!
most garbage
And
statement in history. You
uh,
telling me you didn't say shit about that last year, and you want to say let's continue the work and look at Ray Fisher? Get the fuck out of here, Wanda.
Did you see they were getting ripped to shreds in
I
the
know.
comments
This
for
shit was
that?
trash.
Ripped to
can we look at some of the
Shreds.
comments right now,
It
please?
was so tone deaf too.
And rightfully
Can we look at some of the
fucking
comments?
so.
They were
rightfully,
basically virtual signaling. They were just virtual signaling.
there was the funniest memes going around about that shit, you guys.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, and the Ray Fisher got mad.
And the memes are well deserved.
Oh
too.
my gosh, so well deserved, so well deserved.
Yes.
That was the most terrible statement you could say. Like,
Are we
It really
surprised though?
was.
Like,
It was like,
I'm not shocked
but
by
it's
it, but
it's typical. It's typical because we got to remember the studio that we're dealing with here. They're
It's
just
the worst. Oh,
they're
they're
terrible.
Yeah. They're repulsive. They're fucking repulsive.
I wish AT&T would like come in and just annex them completely.
They
Just get
really
rid of-
are a stereotype. Like,
Yep.
bruh, like when you think of like the evil Hollywood execs and
Exactly.
sexually harassing the young actors
Yep.
coming in
Yep.
desperate for a part. And,
Show me your titties.
being racist against the new black guy.
Hey, where's the comment from?
Like the
Where's
worst,
it on?
the greed, the fucking
Worse.
competence,
They're the
like
worst.
alcoholics, drugs. I mean, like, bruh, like the stereotypes. They are.
Oh my God.
It.
Horrible.
You guys,
Yeah.
it's fucking repulsive. You guys, like, it's bad.
Question.
Somebody please clip Zod saying that, please.
Oh.
Oh god. Someone's gonna use that against him.
I'm
though.
gonna get canceled now.
Question. Where's the tweet on? Where's the tweet on? The
tweet?
Yeah.
Which tweet?
The whole.
Oh, the one that WB put out, the statement they put
that
out.
horrible. Yeah,
Which
that
Twitter
horrible
is it
black,
One
that horrible
I
black.
think it should be on Ray Fisher's tweet on Twitter. I think it should be on Ray Fisher's Twitter.
Ray went off, y'all. Did you see that? Ray was like,
Yeah.
"How
Oh, I love it
fucking
though. I loved it.
dare you?" Oh, now I'm pissed. Like, he was so mad.
I wouldn't be surprised if everyone. Oh wait, here it is.
I don't care if they're showing that ours. We just get to watch. Fuck all that. Exactly. I wouldn't want to pay for it. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
people's gonna pirate the movie. I'm being
Oh, of course.
I mean,
People are not gonna fucking buy that shit.
yeah.
It's like why would
not
we
giving
when you
you my
fucking
money.
constantly spit on our face?
Yeah,
and
why do I
us?
want to support y'all? I mean, look how
If you, why am I going to support you if you just if you like literally treated me like crap, like absolute shit?
It's like the battered spouse syndrome kind of a thing. Like you just keep going back, thinking things are gonna get better.
I'm telling you. Maybe this time they mean it. Maybe it won't be so bad.
Maybe this time she won't throw the beer bottle at my head.
You're still gonna keep Gal Gadot, you guys, at least, Jason, right?
A glass bottle, y'all, a glass bottle.
We got Black Superman, guys. Come on.
There was a lot of DC fans, but I
Fucking
feel like people will
hilarious.
still watching the
God.
Hey, yo, someone just left a link to a article about Johnny Depp in their comic in their comments.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to talk about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I wish they would just leave
What?
Johnny
No,
Depp alone.
no,
We don't care about that relationship.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with us.
Sorry.
It's like,
Fuck Johnny
I
Depp.
Oh
tried
my
to say
God.
no, what's going on
People
between
just love to
Amber
talk
Heard
about
and
drama.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Johnny
It's like, I
Depp
don't give
and Amber Heard.
Yeah,
I don't give
which-
a fuck about their lives. I
Yeah.
really don't.
Yeah, their lives
No, I'm
mean
sorry.
their life doesn't mean anything. I just care about the entertainment, not about your
True.
personal life. Your personal life
Yeah.
doesn't mean shit to me.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I
Only
don't
the
really care
toxic
about
people care
that
about
life.
their life.
Me either. I see a lot of people care for some reason. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, well, it's drama. That's what it is. And then the spotlight.
That's what-
So you know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
The only person I care about the I'm not gonna say the name. Never mind.
what the fuck?
I know.
Zod's gonna get canceled tomorrow. I just know it.
yeah, I'm gonna get
Don't
canceled.
cancel Zod. Don't do
Even
it.
though I was kidding around and parodying that horrible studio,
Hey,
I'm
that's
gonna
how
get
they
canceled.
are.
I'm gonna get taken
When I
out of
stay up till
context.
one
That's how
today,
they are.
I'm just gonna see on Twitter, Zod get canceled.
If he gets
Oh,
canceled,
I'm
I
a
have to
cheap
get
ass.
canceled. I have to get canceled for the hookers and cocaine comment.
Well, then we could do a podcast together. We could call it
Yeah.
we could call it hookers, cocaine, and titties. And
A day in the life of a Hollywood exec. I mean,
yeah, that's like perfect. That's like the perfect
Pause.
caption. Yeah, that works.
Hashtag don't cancel Zod.
Don't cancel
Yeah.
Zod. He's a great person. Stop.
Also,
it.
people
Oh,
in the
thank you,
comments
thank you,
of that
thank you,
tweet
thank
are
you.
bringing up the fact that they took out Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
Isn't that
too.
Beautiful, yeah, a beautiful. It would have been a beautiful scene too. Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Zack
Ryan
was
Reynolds,
fighting,
baby,
Yeah.
Ryan
fighting
Reynolds.
with them.
The concept
Yeah,
art looks
Zack,
so awesome.
Zach
Oh,
was
someone-
fighting with them to make sure that scene doesn't get removed, but he knew that if he kept on, they were going to take the movie away from him. So he just compromised and just let him have it,
Yeah.
which it
They
broke.
got no plan for
the
Jon
genre.
Stewart. They
Someone
got
in
no
the
plan.
comments left Ben Affleck's Batman saying that's not very careful.
Mhm.
That's
Bro,
perfect.
Zack even
Mm.
say it. He shot the Green Lantern scene and the Kilowog scene. Kilowog did
Yeah.
not talk.
Yeah.
And maybe
See,
Ryan Reynolds if he would have got him too. But
Buck,
damn.
Why can't we have a Kevin Feige?
We do.
Zack
His
is
name.
Kevin
We do.
Feige.
His name is Zack Snyder.
His name
Yeah.
is Zack Snyder.
For that universe.
I mean, people have to realize Zack Snyder had a plan. He had a blueprint for the entirety of the
For all
DCEU.
of it.
And they fucked it over. They managed to fuck it all up, piss it all
They
away
did.
in just
Telling
in just
you.
9 years. They
I
just
hate
like
it.
He got a
hate it.
5-story arc that would have ended in 2020 if everything would have happened right. Come on.
Oh,
I feel like they,
can I join?
Oh
Can
my
I join,
God.
please? If I said
No.
half of the things I say in real life, I would get canceled
Smoke
the minute
weed.
after it.
Don't then.
Good, bro. How
Don't.
old are you, bro? How old are you? It needs an age limit.
Who, me?
Yeah.
18. I
Oh,
say
no, I'm sorry,
I
bro.
want to see some
No.
ID. I
Wow.
want to see some ID.
I say some really screwed up shit with my friends, but
Oh, my
Gosh.
He said, "Show me it."
Yeah.
can you just say that one more time?
No. I don't want
you
to get
get
canceled.
I heard
I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, yo, Zod is gonna go to other YouTubers live stream and tomorrow and be like, "What the fuck did you say?" Like, yeah.
Yo, that's fake news.
Yeah, fake news. That was fake.
I was drunk.
Hey, hey, Sherry's right here. Sherry's proof. And
Hey, yo, I'm proof too.
that was a very organic conversation.
Yep.
Let's just say you were
That's
drunk,
right.
all right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch any more WWE movies that's DC related. I'm pirating that shit. I think a lot of people feel that way. It's like, you know
I'll
what? I'm
just
not
be
gonna
Jack Sparrow and pirate
I don't
everything.
blame you.
Well, I mean, how do you
I don't
guys
blame
feel
you.
about Mortal Kombat? Are you guys gonna pirate that, or are you gonna
I
watch
gotta-
that on
no,
I'm
HBO
not
Max?
pirating that. I'm not
I'm not
pirating
pirating that. I'm going
I
to
already
watch
have it. Yeah, I already have HBO Max.
I'm
I have
excited
I'm
to
gonna
watch
watch it
it,
tomorrow.
expires next
To me,
Yeah, I'm gonna
it-
watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it on HBO Max
I'm
tomorrow.
gonna
I don't,
hang on
you know.
to HBO Max in the hope that that's where they'll put the Snyder Verse.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
And look, once there's some kind of real final nail in the coffin in some way, that's
as in Zack tells us, and when Zack finally tells us, hey, look, it's not going anywhere else, you know.
Yeah.
And then we can cancel. Like, so basically, when Zack signs his exclusive deal with Netflix and tells and shows deuces to WB, that it's time for us to move on.
Look at HBO subscribers, 44 million. Shit, it was garbage. You like, bro, 44 million subscribers is nothing compared to Disney, Netflix, or Amazon Prime Video, whatever you go.
And look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
You see Zack Snyder's Justice League there right next to Godzilla versus
Premium
Kong.
content.
And the only reason that they can't put Zack Snyder's Justice League in front of Godzilla versus Kong is because they have to give the illusion that Godzilla versus Kong was a massive success. Because it's their theatrical, because it's their theatrical day and date thing. If they put Zack Snyder's Justice League ahead, yeah.
I mean, they want to bury, the Snyder cut.
They're not. AT&T's not burying it. They're saying premium content resonating with subscriber base. So if you have Zack Snyder's Justice League there, you're acknowledging it. You're not saying you're not trying to bury it. But see, this is AT&T. This isn't Warner Brothers.
No, but the thing is with this sort of not generic, but just sort of general, like, oh, this is the quarterly report, if you will. Then WB can say, oh wow, look at all the uptake we got. That Godzilla versus Kong movie sure got us a lot of, they could
even though Godzilla versus Kong was only out for 1 day in that quarter. Gotta remember, Godzilla versus Kong didn't come out till what, like the 31st? 30th, 31st?
I totally forgot.
A 64% increase in uptake in brand new subscribers downloading the app thanks to Justice League. And look, and
Godzilla versus Kong is trash.
They stayed for Godzilla versus Kong. Right?
Yeah.
They stayed for Godzilla versus Kong, but they got it for Justice League.
Exactly.
And they have not had a new subscriber intake like that since they launched. Like even for Wonder Woman 1984, they didn't have as many new subscribers joining. Now from what I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that Wonder Woman ended up having more views the day it dropped.
3.2.
Because it dropped. Because remember, it dropped on Christmas Day,
exactly.
and it wasn't a 4-hour movie either.
And it wasn't during a week when people have work and school.
And it didn't drop at 3 a.m. I mean, they tried to bury this fucking movie, y'all. I'm telling you, they tried to bury this.
There's asterisks that they need to have with Wonder Woman 84.
But here's the thing, just getting like a lot of people have watched Godzilla versus Kong day of or what have you. A lot of people, same thing with Wonder Woman 1984. But unlike those two movies, the replayability, the repeatability of them sucks. I mean, you watched them, but have you watched them since? But with Justice League, I've seen that movie 6 times now.
Yeah, I'm
still rewatching it over and over again.
I watched
it exactly. And those other movies, they got good views when they first dropped, and they were hot when they first dropped. But nobody is watching them anymore. Is the thing? They're not that good. They're not that good.
No, it's just Godzilla versus Kong is just a popcorn flick. Yeah. That's all it is.
I don't hear Godzilla versus Kong crashing servers all over the country.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
All over the world. Man.
Right.
I mean, Justice League is blowing up, breaking all kinds of records.
Even to this day, it's still breaking more records than Godzilla did.
64% increase they saw. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Godzilla versus Kong is like one of those movies that if you have nothing else to do and you're bored as hell, you just watch it.
No, it's garbage.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, it's like it's fine, but it's not fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yes,
Yeah,
The only
it's-
way I'm
it's still a good
the
movie.
only way I'm
It's not
watching it
Godzilla
again is if I go
2014.
over to a friend's house and they have it on,
Yeah.
and so I can't change the channel.
When is Jeff Johns Green Lantern? Jeff Johns Green Lantern's not happening, but he will be a second producer in the
Yeah.
Green Lantern series.
Yeah.
Jeff John can just be fired, please.
Oh,
He needs to be
please.
gone completely.
He's good
Yeah,
at Stargirl. That's what he's only good at.
Stargirl
HBO
was
Max
an accident. It wasn't supposed to be as good as it was.
HBO Max
Honestly.
continues to grow in the first quarter of 2021, powered in part to 2 big budget films like Godzilla vs. Kong and Zack Snyder's Justice League that streamed onto the service during the quarter.
Just get rid of
There you
Godzilla
go.
vs. Kong, and this will be a good article. Just
Well,
get rid of Godzilla
like again,
vs. Kong.
they have to give props to Godzilla versus Kong
Yeah.
to impress their investors because then that's because what that is
Right.
that's that day and date
Legendary.
They
theatrical
only
thing
did as
with
well on there
HBO
just
Max,
because
so-
people who stayed on for Zack Snyder's Justice League were just still there.
I
right.
know.
That's the
Right.
only
I know.
reason why.
And you notice they'll give quarterly stuff, but they will not show the uptake in subscribers by date.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then that would be proof positive that the majority of new subscribers came all the way before the 18th.
Facts.
Yeah.
Not before Godzilla versus Kong, before Justice League. That's where the majority of their brand new
Well, I
subscribers
know
came
I
from.
personally signed up for HBO Max the day they announced because I think it was the day after they announced Zack
Did you?
Snyder's Justice League, they made it possible for you to subscribe to HBO Max, and that's when I subscribed, knowing that we were getting the Snyder Cut. So I
Right.
think people and I don't know like how many people signed up for like say Wonder Woman 84. But after you watch that stuff once, I'm with you, Sherry. You're gone after that. It's like what are you getting out of it? It's not like there's replayability for that garbage. It's
No, there's none. Zero.
There's only one scene I rewatched in Wonder Woman 84, and that's the ending scene with Beautiful Eyes in it. That's the only reason why. Nothing
Yeah.
else. I just skipped through the whole
They
movie.
should have
to
called
get
that
to
movie.
point.
They should have called that movie Wonder Woman: A Beautiful Lie.
Okay.
Facts.
It is.
A beautiful mistake.
The movie was fucking garbage.
I don't know.
It
I don't
didn't
know
seem
who
like
this
a
Wonder Woman is.
either.
Who's
Because
that? That's
Yeah, she was a
It seems
total.
like
She was a
That's
was a
Wonder
total
Girl. That's Wonder Girl.
bastardization of the character that we got. Prior, she was nothing like the Wonder Woman that we know. It was essentially.
Yeah.
It was
It's
essentially
amazing,
almost.
girl.
It was almost like a reboot of the character in a sense.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a shitty one too.
Yes.
what was with the fucking movement too? Just like the high speed movement that looks like it's wire works.
It
And
was
looks
really
like she's
bad
sliding on
wire
ice.
work.
They what
Like,
they
how
what it
come?
was is they
Bad
fired.
wire work.
What
It
it
was
was
trash.
they fired Zack Snyder's. They fired Zack Snyder's stunt team,
They did.
and
Yep.
Patty Jenkins hired a bunch of ballerina stunt people.
What?
That's why the
No.
stunts are so bad. That's what happened.
Yeah, they got
No.
Marvel stunt doubles.
What?
Boston.
I mean, that does
Well,
explain a
essentially.
lot, but
Yeah, it was so trash.
why would you?
The movie was at best below average. To me, it was below average. Just
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just
I agree. I
it
agree.
just was
Because I've
step-
seen worse. I've seen
Yeah.
worse. Let's not pretend like we
Yeah.
haven't seen worse movies, guys.
I mean,
we
Birds
have.
of
I
Prey
really
sucked.
We have.
I mean,
Yeah.
Justice League
But
it's
2017
bad.
was worse, but
It-
that's
right. Right. I mean,
I'd
we've
rather
seen
watch
worse.
Batman and Robin.
We've seen
Batman
worse.
and Robin.
yeah. I
Batman and
I
Robin
actually think
worse.
Batman and Robin is just a little bit better than Wonder Woman
And Batman
84.
Forever.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Batman Forever is great. I don't know what you're talking
Wait,
about.
yeah,
I love
Batman Forever is better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I
Batman,
mean,
Forever. Batman Forever is
does have
really, it's
things
really
that bring
good.
it
It's
down,
really
but
good.
Yeah,
It's
Batman
bad.
Forever is underrated
I
though.
know,
Let's be
I know
honest.
it's
Yeah, no,
campy.
it's
I
like-
know it's
Yeah,
campy, but I
Batman
agree with
Forever's pretty
Anthony.
good.
It's underrated. Yeah.
Yeah.
The campiness can bring it down, but it's still a good movie. It's a decent,
Man,
decent
but
movie.
Dark Knight Rises was dog shit. Let's be honest.
Dark Knight Rises.
That
That
movie,
movie,
don't you?
I totally forgot about that movie. Let's just be honest. We all forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
The moment we got done watching it.
That's true.
The only
What's up?
good thing about it is Bane, but
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
That speech he gives in front of Blackgate Prison. Are you kidding me? I had that shit memorized for years.
How?
I give the city back to you,
Do
the
you?
people.
Oh man, I feel bad for you.
It's because I'm an activist, and so like when he was like talking about like ripping the rich out of their decadent mansions, I'm like, oh fuck yes.
But his voice was weird. He's like, Brain Boy's voice so weird. He's like,
I was like, bro, like he's kind of low key. The villain's kind of making sense. I'm like, bro.
Wait, what's one of Bane's lines? What's one of Bane's
Hashtag
lines?
Bane was right.
I mean, I was like, look.
Hashtag Steppenwolf was right.
I mean, I don't agree with like all the tactics, but
yeah, like I was born in the door.
I was born.
You merely adopted it. I was born.
Yes,
And after I destroy the city, I will let you die.
That scene where he breaks his back, y'all, that is good. Don't be.
That scene was right out. That scene was right out of the comic books. That was right out of Batman Nightfall, where he raises him up and breaks him over his knee.
Yes.
But I don't like Dark Knight Rises, so it's a garbage movie for me.
I mean, there are some parts of it that can be good, but most of it is garbage.
I hated the match.
I gotta say, 80% of it is trash, including the voice.
Yeah.
It's garbage at this
Well,
point.
the opening scene on the airplane was like
that's
Nolan
in the 20s.
What about the Robin
That was
movie?
amazing.
was like Nolan auditioning for a James Bond movie. So
Can we talk about the Robin, please? Can we talk about the Robin in
John Blake?
No.
where his
What
name
Robin?
is literally
He wasn't Robin at
Robin?
all.
What Robin?
Yeah, his
well,
name is John Blake.
that's because the studio forced Christopher Nolan to give some kind of homage to Robin.
Right.
That's why that was in
Right.
there.
So his name is
Yeah.
literally Robin.
John Blake.
Type
Yeah.
of-
His name would be Dick
I just
Grayson.
feel that
What's his superhero name? Robin, or is it Nightwing or Red Hood? What will this be?
I think he would probably be like a
was-
Nightwing or
It
something.
was never gonna go anywhere, so that was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Robin is not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nightwing
it was so funny
is
how
Robin.
like Nolan kind of low keyed it possible for a sequel to continue on with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like they were going to actually go that route.
Yeah, he's
It's
gonna
like,
be
no,
like,
they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terrible.
terrible.
Let's see. I've seen Zack Snyder Justice 6 times, 5 times in color, and the Justice is Great Edition once.
Oh.
I've seen it once too.
Yeah, I've seen it 2
I've
times.
seen it
I've
like
seen
I
Justice
prefer the
is
color.
Great twice.
in
Yeah,
color.
5
The
I
times
one
watched
is
the
just
color.
Gray
great.
Edition once, but like I like color better, so it's not for me.
I
Yeah,
do
me too.
too.
Yeah.
I like the Justice is Great. I think it's a beautiful aesthetic, and I'm glad it exists. But I prefer the color one.
Yeah, I always see movies in color. I just can't watch black and white. Like it looks
Yeah.
I love
cool.
black and white, by the way. Don't
Yeah,
get it
because he was
twisted. I
not
love
born
black
back
and
in
white.
the day. That's why.
It's-
Yeah.
I know for the younger generation, they don't like black and white.
Oh yeah,
They're like, what is
yeah,
this?
yeah,
I
yeah.
hate this. Let's see.
Yeah.
What's up, Jordan? I've seen Zack Snyder Justice about 8 times in repeat. Godzilla was solid. I've only seen that only twice. Not really anything got me excited. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I watched it
Godzilla
30
vs. Kong
times.
was not solid.
Yeah, the only thing that was really good was the final battle. That's
I still haven't seen Godzilla versus Kong. I haven't watched it. So
what?
As
Really?
soon as I
Yeah.
saw those anti-gravity jets, I was like, they ran out of ideas, y'all. They ran out of
Yeah.
ideas.
Never know.
I will never forget when a commenter tried to justify it because I was like, where'd all this new tech come from? I mean, they've got like these crazy bullet, elevator zipline cargo things all the way to Hong Kong. Like,
It made
where
no
is this?
sense.
Yeah.
And this one commenter was like, well, it's set in the future, so that's how they're. I'm like, Maddie is 2 years older than she was in the last movie. Don't give me that bullshit.
Yeah, but
Y'all
Joker was gonna be
Look,
in Dark
this-
Knight Rises though.
You know what I hate most about this movie? It's not even the movie. It's the ridiculous over fucking hyping of it. I'm sorry. Like, that's what I hate more than the movie
Oh yeah, it was
itself. I'm not angry that the movie exists. I don't care. Let people have their dumb monster movies. But the overhyping of it and acting like it was the best, it was more epic than Justice League, and it has more of a following and more of a
Oh
fan
hell
base.
no.
and it was bigger and it's better and it's not any of those things. Like just
that's why I haven't. That's
One
why
thing that I hated about the movie is like I don't know, they put too many people character or like I just don't like that in the monster movies. If you're gonna make a monster movie, don't put as many people in the because you want to see the fight between the monsters, not being focused on the the people in the movie. I just don't like. And I know people said that there's a 5 hour like a longer movie.
It is a 5 hour movie.
But I think that the long movie is probably full of people, and people would have hated it.
Look, there's a way to do things. For example, in the Planet of the Apes trilogy, one of the most brilliant bits of filmmaking I think I've ever seen. The balls on this dude. In the second movie, I don't know if you guys remember, in Dawn of Planet of the Apes, when the first 15 minutes of the movie, Matt Reeves had the brilliance, and he had to argue with the studio about this.
Yeah.
But he had the brilliance and the fortitude.
Wasn't Fox who did that movie?
The first 15 minutes of that movie is nothing but sign language between the apes. Yeah. It's just the apes living their lives. You see his life. You see he's taken a wife. He has an adopted son, a brand new baby. You get a look into this world he's built for them, how he civilized them and taught them, and they have education. And the orangutan has a little school over here where he's teaching the younger one. You know what I mean? Like they have a whole society built. And Matt Reeves let that breathe. Like let the audience have time in this world before we ever saw a human being. 15 minutes that movie starts out with just sign language. Yeah. And as soon as I saw that, you guys, I sat in the theater and as soon as I saw that shit, I was like, yo, this movie is it's doing something different than even the first. Because I love the first one. You know, I thought Rise of the Planet of the Apes was great. But I had no idea what Matt had in store for us with that second movie. It was brilliant. And the studio, of course, again, they didn't want to, you know, people are going to get bored if they just have to sit there reading subtitles and blah, blah. You know, where's the people? And Matt was like, please just, you need to trust me on this. Yeah, please, you know, because Caesar is the main character, not the fucking humans.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the one problem.
You know, people got it wrong with the first movie. They thought James Franco was gonna be no, it was always Caesar. Always Caesar. And with that second movie, Matt immediately stamped that fact right in that first 15 minutes. Yeah. You understood, okay, this is his franchise.
Caesar's the GOAT.
And it was fucking brilliant. It was one of the most brilliant, ballsy moves, and because again, it's something a studio would never do. Right? Like, you know, they're very cynical, and people will get bored and this and that. They don't trust the audience. Yeah, they don't trust us. They feel like we're uncultured and we're just all idiots out here and just give us. I mean, you know,
that's true.
And there is a lot of us out here like that. Yeah, there are a lot of sheeple out here. I mean, that's true, but there's also a lot of people who want that, right? They're looking for that authenticity and that magic, you know.
Human beings are just you know, ignorant bottom feeders that are. It's all about the lowest common denominator.
When you saw that second movie, did you or did you not say to yourself, "I'd rather live with Caesar and the apes"?
Well, you know what? You know what, Sherry? You know what I'm thinking about? You know what's popping into my head right now? When you said that, what popped into my head was how they just released that report about, you know, about UFOs, how they released it about that UFO. And I thought about this. I'm like, why would an intelligent spacefaring race want to come to this planet, seeing how just ignorant and divided humankind is? Humans can't even agree to put aside, racial grievances and stupid things that we argue about as people. We can't even come to an agreement about humanity as a whole. If I were a spacefaring alien, I'd want to be as far away from Earth as possible. I would not want to be looking at this planet for anything other than, oh God, could we colonize? Those people aren't worth it.
Well, and not only that too, but not only do we not get along and stuff, but then they would, examine us and see how we, we pollute our air and how we're destroying everything.
Yeah,
we're destroying everything.
We're like a cancer to the planet. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
They would be just like, "What is this trash ass planet?
Trash." Earth is like the galaxy trash. It's ridiculous. Like, they would.
I know this isn't what the stream is about, but have you all heard of the Pacific Garbage Patch?
Oh,
the garbage that is the state of the size of Texas, the Garbage Patch. It's almost the size of the state of Texas, floating out in the ocean, because the garbage has to go somewhere, you guys. It has to go somewhere, and we've run out of land. We're running out of landfill space and shit, and so
we have to figure out a way to atomize this garbage. At this
point, we're just—it's out in the ocean, and then of course you have the current. You have the current that goes this way at the top hemisphere, and then the current that goes in the bottom. And long story short, it makes it all brings the garbage into one spot. And Truth has it on screen. Yeah, it's
they need to they need to somehow demolecularize all the garbage.
That's where Warner Brothers go.
Eradicate it. That's where Warner Brothers goes for their ideas.
Okay, for their ideas.
Oh man.
The Pacific Garbage Patch.
That's where Warner Brothers go. Get that. That's
a great. It's gonna be an inside joke now.
It's true. It's true. That's exactly what they do. They don't have anything original, so they go there. They're
gonna be like,
maybe we can find some uniqueness.
They're gonna be like, "Where's Dan Sarnoff?" And people in the chat people down in the chat are gonna be like, "She's on vacation at the Pacific Garbage Patch."
That's where she is. Yep.
Yeah, that's where Batwheel's at.
Yeah, that's where Batwheel's. All the MCU movies.
And who the hell wants to see Batwheels? Honestly, who?
Yeah, that's a cartoon 2.0.
That's a cartoon for kids.
Yeah, they copying Disney. The Disney animated movie called Cars, that's what they copying.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
It's not meant for adults.
I'll never know why Disney made 3 Cars movies, a spin-off.
They should have stopped after the first one. Like, what was the point of that? Because it makes money.
I mean, it was the second one was so bad because the focus was on Mater, and y'all, we can only handle so much Mater. Like, let's keep it 100, right? Like we didn't want a whole movie with Mater. Like, nobody asked for that. Like,
it was so bad. I was like, what is this?
It was a mess.
Disney logic: if it make money, we make more.
Yeah,
true.
Just like now with Warner Bros. Because they're garbage.
Yeah, we have a Cars trilogy, but we don't have a fucking Henry Cavill Superman trilogy.
Oh, yes.
What? You can greenlit a Birds of Prey film, but not a Henry Cavill.
Yeah, we have Birds of Prey. Fucking trash.
Oh yeah, everybody. We know everybody wanted that, right? Everybody wanted that Birds of Prey movie.
Yeah, you wanted Birds of Prey. Yeah, you wanted it with Harley Quinn, Huntress, and who else? Black Canary. You wanted that?
No.
Where did Anthony go?
No. I wanted Man of Steel 2. That's my one, not this trash. What the hell is this?
God damn it! I clicked the wrong button.
I watched Justice Gray with my mom, and we thought it was cool. I'm part of the old school train anyway. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually watched Justice is Gray with my parents too, and they enjoyed it quite a bit. So
very cool.
I was happy. I was happy about it. I really like the black and white aesthetic.
Yeah.
Even my parents thought that Zack Snyder's Justice League was gazillion times better than what was in Justice League.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
Justice is
I
trash.
watched it with
Yeah,
my
I
friend.
would hope so.
I would hope so.
I can't
Yo,
believe it.
yo,
There actually are people out there that like the theatrical version better, and I don't
I
know
know.
how.
Like
But
Roxy
but these
Stryer.
people
they're full of
actually
She likes
shit.
this.
John
Yeah.
Campia.
If they
Campia.
if they like it, then that's them. I'm not
They're
gonna
just
like.
saying it to be contrarians, you guys.
so?
Like they just I think they're just saying that because they saw how much we loved the Snyder cut and how much
Yeah.
hype it was getting and all that, and they couldn't allow themselves to admit, okay, I guess it's pretty good, you know.
Although on the contrary, though,
So-
there were a lot of people that came out that absolutely hated all the movies that came before, but they actually loved the Snyder cut. So it was nice to see that.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
very
weird.
positive.
Yes.
Well, you know, not the
yeah.
fat guy that eats every day. That you know.
Even the haters are admitting that it's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is weird because they hated Man of Steel, they hated BVS, but they like Zack Snyder's Justice League. I was like,
I
strange.
don't know.
I don't get it.
Crazy.
I don't get it either.
But sample that
Neither.
name
I
John Campia.
guess that's universe telling
I
us
like
that word that not everything is not every.
Are you drunk, bro? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
You okay?
Are you high?
Tried to say something.
No, no, I
good?
just lost
You
my
sure?
train of thought. I just lost my train of thought. No. I'm saying, yeah, like it is good to see that people who didn't like what Snyder was doing with these characters are actually saying that Zack Snyder's
Oh, shit.
are actually liking this film.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a good thing to see that.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. They like this movie, but they don't like Man of Steel or that movie.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know.
Even though it's telling a story, it's like
Well,
telling
a commenter just a second ago said they like that Christopher Reeve cheese. You know, they still want, you know, to hang on to that hope and that color. And look, Marvel, I know they've done, you know, a really great thing and they've had a good formula for a while, but at this point, people act like it's literally how all comic book movies have to be now. And it just, that cheese and that fakeness and you know, where all of the, you know, civilians are innocent and, you know, and this, that, and the third, like Zack doesn't, you know, he doesn't know how to be fake like that. You know, he always wants to give us authenticity. He always wants to give us heart and something real. And, you know, he's a Watchmen kind of guy, not a, you know,
not
I like that.
I mean, true.
Like
he said,
yeah, because like every shot in each of his movies, including like Zack Snyder's Justice League, are like a piece of art that you could literally screenshot and just post it on your wall.
Yep.
That
yeah, I seen
they're
that.
beautiful.
Oh yeah, I saw that billboard.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's dead. He's not coming back.
He is dead. Robert Downey Jr. said he's not coming back unless Marvel give me $100 million.
Okay,
they're not doing that. He is dead. Except Tony Stark is dead for 50 years. Stop it.
Do you guys think that Dave Bautista? People think that Dave Bautista as Bane will fit in Matt Reeves' universe. I just don't see it. He fits more in Ben Affleck's universe than Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Well, I know he likes Zack Snyder, so I would guess that he would want to work with Zack Snyder again in his universe if he got the chance.
Yeah, I think in Justice Con,
but I don't think Zack Snyder would cast him as Bane, though, to be honest.
No.
Yeah,
Zack Snyder would cast him as somebody else. For sure.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People want him so bad as Bane.
Yeah. I think Zack would hire him as maybe one of the gangsters or something. I don't think that he would make him Bane either. As much as he wants it. As much as he wants it, but I don't think he would either. I think Zack would have it. I think Zack would have, much like how Christopher Nolan gave us a Bane like we had never seen before. I think that Zack would also do something similar, not meaning similar to Tom Hardy's Bane, but just similar in that he'll give us a Bane that we have not seen before. You know.
Yeah.
And I trust it. I mean, right? Like I don't know exactly what that would be or who it would be, but I know it would have been great, right? Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you
Trust
know.
in Zack.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Trust.
A picture
You know?
from NTT Investors
So.
Day.
What?
Zoom
Release the
Human.
Erica. Oh, so some people are thinking that that the Erica is going to get released because they saw a picture of the Suicide Squad.
The
Which
last
again,
one.
I think that's reaching.
Yeah,
that's
like
reaching.
it's probably from this. It's probably from this upcoming Suicide
But
Squad,
no,
right?
but it,
I mean,
no, it's from
David Erica, yeah.
the David
Yeah.
Ayer, but it's a
Oh.
The
different.
logo right there.
And the thing is, it's a different logo. It's a slightly different logo than the one that they'd released before,
Yeah.
which is why
Really?
it's slightly different. It has the nose. It's the same. It's that common picture for Suicide Squad posters, but the nose is a skull, which is something completely new from what they were.
I
doing
think the last
before.
picture, the last one got the zoom in picture.
Like it's always possible. Like I see it more likely to like see these announcements at DC Fandom, but it's probably not gonna come out until probably next year because they don't want to like shy away from the hype. I wouldn't say hype, but shy away from towards the Suicide Squad movie
Yeah.
that's coming out this year.
Yes, I agree with you 100%.
Do you think that we might get an announcement at DC Fandom possible this year, or no?
If they make one.
I'm talking about Zack Snyder coming out and saying, "Hey, I want to restore the Snyder Verse." Do you think that's going to happen this year?
I hope so. I hope that's our.
Yeah, I hope
To
so.
me, that's our last.
That'd be
hope.
beautiful if it happened.
If they don't announce it at DC Fandom, because when are they going to announce it, you guys? You know
That's
what
the
I
only
mean?
thing that I see it.
When?
Yeah, I think
I,
in August, like DC Fandom's in August,
Yeah.
so I assume like
if we don't get it by then,
You think it's
Then
over if we don't get it by then? Shay's like, shit.
because I mean,
By
look
then,
at,
Zack Snyder will have a contract with some
Yeah,
other
by
studio.
possibly,
A
possibly,
6-year
and not
exclusive deal.
possibly, and not only that too, but look at what a disappointment Justice Con was. I don't think they want to embarrass themselves by having DC Fandom have everybody down in the comments in the live chat like, "Where's the Snyderverse? This is fucking boring."
Justice Con was
blah
boring.
blah blah. You see what I'm saying? I think that they want to win. I think they want to have a win, and they don't want to. Their egos are trying, and they've been trying desperately to have it their way and to just make Snyderverse. But since they see we're not going away, I think by August, and especially if we keep it up,
Well, plus we have to remember, Army of the Dead is going to be big.
Win.
That's going to give Snyder. That's going to give WB a nice kick in the pants to where they're going to look at WB and be like, "Oh yeah, okay." Yeah.
I think they want to win, you guys. I think they need a win.
Yeah.
I really do. Look, they have nothing else big coming up after Mortal Kombat. That has worldwide hype and has everybody fucking talking and they have nothing. Warner Brothers does. So they need a fucking win. And what better, way than to have one of the properties they own and have licensing to and stuff, have this great, big, huge announcement that would just rock, everybody to the, what a fucking win. And not only that, but it would make DC Fandom a success. Just it would be nothing but fucking wins and gains all around. So for them, if we get to all the way through DC Fandom and it's nothing,
radio silence.
Oh, that's terrible.
you guys, like I mean that will make me very nervous.
The one thing that I think we'll probably get like something similar, like probably they show like all new upcoming projects. The one thing that I'm kind of worried a little bit about, I might, if I know we're gonna get the Ben Affleck Batman movie, but the one thing that I'm worried is I don't want it to come out the same year as the Batman, because that kind of worries me, because like I really like Ben Affleck's Batman, but I don't want it to take the spotlight from Roberts.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
want it to be like 2023.
But if it's
I
going to
have
anyway.
a counter to that. I wish that the Batman with Robert Pattinson didn't exist, because I feel like that movie is the sole reason why WB doesn't really want to continue with the Snyder Verse.
They want to build
they are
something
looking
else.
at
Yeah.
the Hamada verse as a
Right.
chance to get away from the Snyderverse, and because that Batman movie is done,
Yeah.
they're looking at that movie as their big ticket to cancel
There you
out the
go.
Snyderverse.
If everybody loves it, then fuck the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they're holding on to hope for. Is if we can just make it. I know it's bad publicity now, but if they'll just see that great Batman movie, it'll make them say fuck the Snyderverse.
The
That's what
Batman
they're
movie
hoping.
doesn't make a lot of money.
No, but he's right. That's what they're.
But it's probably gonna be good. Like,
I personally, I don't really think it's going to be very good. I think people are being like, have like beer goggles on because of that trailer. I don't think that movie is necessarily going to be all that good, because Robert Pattinson, in my personal opinion, is not really Batman material. But the movie could be good, but I'm just saying, I think for him to be getting all the praise that he's getting just off of that trailer alone, I think is a little premature.
Fair
It's a
enough.
good trailer, though.
Yeah.
It is
fair
a
love
good
that
trailer.
Oh, that trailer, yo!
Like Robert Pattinson,
Hey, no
he's a great
cap, no
actor, in my
cap,
opinion.
for real.
He's
I
a great
trust
actor.
Matt Reeves.
real.
I have
Like,
no problem with him.
he's a good director, and I really enjoyed the Punished. So, like, I'm not really worried that's gonna be a bad movie. I think it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they make
And I'm excited for the detective side of the Batman movie too. Like, I'm excited.
But I want both.
And-
I want the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, and I want the Ben Affleck Batman movie on HBO.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
I-
think we have both.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
they
confidence
both
in
can
Matt.
exist.
Yeah, again,
casting choices.
multiverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I have confidence. No, for real, because I have confidence in Matt Reeves' casting choices as well. I mean, I was really impressed with Zoe Kravitz. I was impressed with Paul Dano. I was impressed.
Oh
with
yeah,
some of
she's
these
going to be a
casting
great
choices.
Catwoman, and
Yeah,
Paul Dano, like you said earlier, is going to
Yeah.
be a brilliant Riddler. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
We've never had to have a Riddler that almost look. I'm getting 7 vibes, like David Fincher
But that's what
vibes
they're
from
saying.
him.
That's what they were saying.
Like,
This movie, and see, but the
Yo.
problem is, a lot of people that are on the bandwagon for this movie think that this Batman is going to have a no-kill rule, and think that he's going to be this,
No, he's going to
squeaky
kill.
clean Batman. But
It's
he's going to
rated
be
R,
a killer. He's going to be a killer, and the Riddler that we're getting is, like you said, we're getting 7 vibes from this. And if you're getting a movie where you're getting a Batman movie where the killer is like 7 vibes, and Batman is literally stoling on a dude in the trailer right then and there, you really think that Robert Pattinson's Batman is gonna have Batman's no kill rule?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Especially early. Because I know that this isn't your.
He's gonna kill a ton
That
of people.
movie's going to be rated
Yeah,
R, though.
it's not. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah.
It's not year 1 Batman, but it is only year 2 Batman. So
year
he's
2.
really early. This is Batman in his prime. Well, not even in his prime yet. He's still wet behind the ears. He's new at this. I'm with you. I agree. I definitely, think we'll see him kill in this movie, especially if it's rated R.
How
So
I see, like, the year 2, I can see his Batman by accidentally killing people, like, because he's in, like,
He killed the
I know
cops
him
before.
thrower, like, by accidentally, like, if he's driving Batmobile, like, he by accident kills, like, criminal or something like that while chasing, like, another criminal. I can see that, but I don't see, like, his Batman, like, beating the shit out of him and killing the Batman, killing criminals. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to introduce the Joker eventually, probably
Like,
in sequels and stuff.
I think Matt Reeves is gonna present the no-kill rule in live action.
What else will be on DC Fandom if Snyder Verse wouldn't continue? I'll show you right here, bro. What are we talking about? What else?
Oh,
Bro, get ready
boy.
for this, bro. Bat wheels, bro. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be like the best thing.
There you go, Bat wheels. Aren't you excited?
That is
detective-
cars. Oh my God,
A
cars.
Detective Renee Montoya show.
Yeah, there you go, Sherry.
Yeah. What about Super Pets?
Super Pets. Oh my
Crypto
Oh, what
god.
about
the
Super
super
Friends?
Crypto the super dog.
Oh yeah, Super Pets. That's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, that I'm getting Man of
Yeah.
Steel vibes right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man of Steel. What about Crypto? Oh my God.
Crypto. There we go. Crypto right there.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Crypto.
looks
Yeah,
so good,
Crypto's
doesn't
right
it?
there.
It's gonna be fucking epic. Directed by Christopher Nolan. There you go. Get excited.
Oh man. Oh, what about the Green Lantern series? Oh my God.
No, I think at DC Fandom we'll get to see probably a first look of Black Adam. We'll
He will.
probably get
They'll
to
have like
see
30%
something.
of
Oh
the
yeah,
footage ready.
and probably some
Probably
trash
Shazam.
stuff too. Yeah.
We'll get some Shazam.
Yeah,
We'll get some
Shazam.
Flash. Some
Good.
more Flash something.
footage.
But I still don't feel like. Look, I mean, they may surprise us with the Batman trailer, another trailer, or because that was just a teaser that we got. So they may give us a full length trailer that gives us more of an idea of what the movie is going to be like and stuff. We may get surprised. If which case, if that's the case, and they finish off strong with a really good trailer for that movie, that could get people to shut up about there being no Snyderverse. Because again, they may hope that if everybody loves a trailer from a movie, that movie, that when people, but fuck them, they didn't announce, that I think what they're hoping is everybody else will come in and be like, screw the Snyderverse, I want to see this shit,
Yeah.
And I think that's I see, that's what I'm nervous about. I'm nervous that they won't announce the Snyderverse and they'll just go full steam ahead with Hamada and push, and they'll give us, another Batman trailer or something big like that will get people distracted about the fact that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I think we will get Batman trailers,
What
but
the
I also
fuck,
think
Andrew?
they're probably going to show maybe present new spin-offs. Like I know they're expanding Matt Reeves' universe, so I can expect probably a Catwoman spin-off announcement and probably more.
Catwoman.
I mean,
That's gonna be good.
I watched the
I don't know.
It was good.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how.
W not going to it without the Snyderverse. WB sucks. Yeah, they suck, and it's gonna fail. They're gonna fall flat in their places. If they
The only good thing that you're gonna get out of the Hamada verse is just because of all the hype is the Pattinson Batman movie. That's the
And
only
that's
thing
not even a
people
part
are
of the
looking forward to seeing.
Hamadaverse.
No.
Yeah, he's in his own universe. Not
I
part of the
understand that it's a WB property and etc. I understand that, but as far as like this multiverse, this connected whatever that Hamada wants to give us, well, technically, Matt Reeves's trilogy or whatever has nothing to do with any of that.
Well, didn't Hamada say that he doesn't care so much if the stories connect? That he just wants, independent stories that are going to make money.
He wants to sell his trilogy.
Not going to be connected out.
Yes.
So, everything can be like a solo kind of solo movies. Like you have these like Christopher Nolan's Batman is like just solo. It's not connected to anything. So. If it's true that what he's saying is the Batman's gonna be like not connected to anything, and they're just going to what I'm expecting the Flash is going to connect everything, and they're just gonna do solo projects and not really connect anything.
And Multiverse Justice League team, oh my god.
But it's gonna fail because nobody wants this fucking multiverse bullshit because nobody knows what it is and people are gonna get confused by it too. It's like, wait a minute, Shazam connected to Robert Pattinson's Batman, or is it connected to the Snyderverse, or is it connected to Flash? Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's not gonna work out for them. It's just not.
It's gonna be a big failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of your commenters here, PTZ, is saying even if people like the Batman trailer, it doesn't mean that people will forget about the Snyderverse. Well, we won't.
Yeah.
Right? We won't. But
the other people will.
Sure.
What they're hoping
that's what they're banking on. That's what they're banking on. They're banking on the general public not caring and being excited that we're getting another movie.
And being,
that's why they didn't want. That's why they did not want. Why do you think the WB didn't want to release the Snyder Cut in the first place? Because they knew once they did that, Pandora box is open. Now we won't shut up. Their mentality is: you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. They're not. They're not. They know that we're not going to be satisfied now if they just leave us with the Snyder Cut and don't bring out any more movies. And so they're hoping that the Batman will turn everything around for them.
Exactly.
But that's not going to be the case. I don't care how good or how horrible this Batman movie is going to be. They're still going to have to course correct in the end because the Snyder Verse is going to be where it's all at. And I think they're going to realize that after Army of the Dead comes out, because
And
they're
not
going to
only-
see
oh, sorry.
that they're going to just see that Snyder is sought after and he's legit, because you have two consecutive movies in a row where he's literally blowing up the fandom. So
Right.
Absolutely. Well,
How
and like
see
I
it-
said, oh, I'm so sorry, Arkin. Go ahead. Sorry, delay. Sorry.
how I see it, like, I do agree it needs course correction. Like, everything needs course correction. Like, I hope the Snyder Verse is restored. We get those announcements, DC Fandom. But what I'm seeing, like, because Hamada
Yep.
talks about like soul movies, he doesn't want, like, he wants the Flash movie to just correct everything, and it would just be like soul movie from now on, so nothing will be connected. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, if we do get just solo movies and nothing connected, would that bother you guys? Because I know some people like solo
Sleep.
movies better.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, Toddler? I
Yeah,
mean,
like,
like, if I would have done a Flash movie, I would have Reverse Flash be his villain, and that's it. And
Well,
maybe
what I
introduce the other villains like Captain Cold or
Yeah.
Heatwave, and that's
yeah.
it. Period.
Go ahead,
None of
Shay.
multiple bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is, even if the Batman movie is good, let's say, and people are like, well, I like that, and you guys are just gonna have to move on from your Snyderverse and all that. Okay, but again, the Batman movies that Matt Reeves is making though are not this Hamada shit though. So I agree with Zod that I think that people are gonna resent the fact that they're watching movies with, again, Zack Snyder's characters and his hand-picked actors, and we still get, you're still giving us the Flash and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and whatever, but you're not letting us have Snyderverse, and you're going in this whole other direction that we know these characters weren't supposed to go in, and you're having them behave differently, and you're having them do all this other shit. I think that maybe for hardcore fans, they won't know why something doesn't feel right. But I think even the general public are going to resent this Hamadaverse shit. And they may not even know why they don't like the movies. They may not even know why something feels off. They may not even, all of them, know what's going on. But I mean, it could really blow up in their faces.
Sherry, if Matt Reeves' Batman fails, Hamada is done. Hamada is out of there. He's gone.
If that's
Zack will come back.
If that's just kind of meh, or mediocre in any way.
I agree. I'll take it one step
too.
further. If the Flash movie doesn't, they got Michael Keaton. They got, rumor is they got just about every Batman actor still alive to be in this movie. If this Flash movie is horrible, which we know it's going to be horrible, Hamada is out with yesterday's burgers, for real.
Yeah.
I don't want the Batman to fail. Like, I just hope that doesn't fail.
I'm not being toxic about it, because again, I was floored by that teaser.
Like,
I thought it was really good.
I can care less, but like, I want to see what Matt Reeves does with his universe.
Me too. Look,
fail.
Me too. I'm not rooting for him to fail. None of this Snyderverse shit is his fault.
The only reason they greenlit that Batman movie, though, in the first place, what you guys all have to realize is the whole reason that Batman movie exists is as a distraction to get people away from the Snyderverse. Because the idea was that Ben Affleck, they didn't know what was going to happen there, but they just knew that they wanted to move away from Snyder. So that's the only reason why they greenlit this movie at all. So you have something, and you got to remember, this movie was greenlit prior to, I think, the Batman was greenlit prior to Hamada coming in.
2018 it was greenlit.
Yeah, so
wasn't the Batman like, I know the Batman was Ben Affleck's movie before, and he like presented scripts and everything like
And then
that.
they panicked and came in and kept changing the script on him. And finally, he just said, "You know what?
Fuck this
Yeah.
shit.
And then
Right. And
This
from
isn't
what
the
we
movie
from
I
what
signed
we've
up
heard,
to
that
make."
script, what we heard, Batman's script, Ben Affleck's script is amazing. So I hope that movie happens at some point.
Jim Lee said it was perfect.
yeah, it was very good.
Perfect. You
Especially
guys.
since like Joe mentioned Batgirl and about how he fucked up Batgirl and Batman at the same time.
And
About
Damian
possibly
Wayne.
killing Alfred or
And
Commissioner
they,
Gordon.
yeah, they all just, oh, you guys, I want to see that shit. Oh my
And Damian
god.
Wayne was included in that shit too.
Yeah, we can have both universes exist. Ben Affleck's
Yeah.
Batman and Robert Pattinson. I just want to see like Ben Affleck's Batman go against them.
It's easy
Well,
money.
you would think with being able to have a multiverse, you can have multiple versions of these
That's right.
characters.
That's
Except if it's the Snyder Verse.
Yeah.
The Snyder Verse is the exception to the rule. I'm like, no, that doesn't include you.
But
It's like Zack, you got your trilogy. Pack it up and take your toxic fans with you and get the hell out of here. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's what they're saying.
Honestly, though.
But they're toxic.
Honestly. They're
Warner Brothers is like the most
awful.
toxic studio ever.
WB is toxic, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
is toxic and the
I
racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, for
And they hate
real.
black people, yeah.
For
Sure.
real.
They hate everybody. They
You
hate
cut,
everybody.
you cut out Green Lantern. That come on, bro, really? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's like why would you cut out Jon Stewart if you're not going to use him anyway? Why not?
They-
let Zack have him?
They literally blocked Zack Snyder from releasing the Snyder Cut in China because they knew it would be a huge hit in China, and Zack Snyder made a special cut of the movie in China
where
Ryan Choi was
yeah.
more centric because they can't have R-rated movies in China.
Of course.
So they want so he made a special cut to release it in China. And Warner Brothers didn't want it to happen.
I hate them.
I think it finally got released. I think they finally released it in Hong Kong. Finally. So I think they finally got a chance. They're gonna get to see it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm so
Zack
happy
film
for our
Green
Hong Kong
Lantern
fans.
and Kilowog at the same time. But
Yeah.
Kilowog didn't have a voice actor yet, so it was gonna be Jon Stewart and
Oh.
Kilowog, and that's it.
Our first introduction to fucking Jon Stewart and WB said, nah.
Yeah,
Take him out.
yeah. No, Zack Snyder even filmed the scene with Jon Stewart, and they didn't want him. They didn't want him to use it. They're like, nope, you can't use that.
And it ain't the first time they've cut, people of color out of their fucking movies, right?
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
They act like they're not racist.
God.
That's what they think they're not. Yeah.
But they're not racist. They're all inclusive. They're all about diversity. Yeah, okay.
That
Yeah, okay.
statement.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's
Trash.
so
Trash,
disgusting.
Yeah, what a trashy studio. That's
Like, come on, bro.
ridiculous.
We was going to have Martian Manhunter, Jon Stewart, and
Yeah,
Kilowog
but
at the
again,
same
to WB,
Right.
to WB, we're the toxic ones. We're the problem.
Yeah.
So they want to get rid of us. They want to get rid of the Snyderverse. They want Zack to just pack it all up and
So lame.
terrible. It makes no sense.
We bullied $1 billion studio. Yeah, we the toxic.
Yeah. We bullied the studio.
You bully us.
We're flying planes and banners.
Right. We have all this power.
Raising money for suicide prevention. We're the bully.
How can we bully $1 billion studios? That does not.
I don't know. We're that
And
toxic.
I refuse. And I fucking refuse. Let me tell you something, you guys. I fucking refuse to take responsibility for whatever trolls were doing death threats or whatever foul fucking shit like that. And I'll tell you why. Because we spent years getting trolled. Zack Snyder got so much fucking hate. Look, I saw comments about his daughter. I saw comments down in, people talking about, his daughter killed herself after she saw his movies. Ha ha. Shit like that. We've been trolled for fucking years. That grieving man was trolled by Marvel fans. Nobody fucking talks about it. For years, people talking about him and putting that man down, that good man down. So
And now,
I don't want to
and you
hear
see the
shit
double
about
standard.
trolls.
And you see the double standard now. How the
Oh, I'm
articles coming out today about the
Ugh.
Tony Stark billboard. Oh, a bunch of passionate fans put up a billboard to bring back Tony Stark, but everything we do is considered toxic and evil, and we're
It's
bullies.
gaslighting. It's fucking
Yeah.
gaslighting, and it's media propaganda. And I just
Yep.
we cannot let them get away with it. We
Yeah.
cannot. You know,
Look at
it is some
Look at all the
bullshit.
shit that Zack Snyder got on Twitter, saying all this stupid shit, all this negative shit towards the guy, just because you didn't like his interpretation of DC characters. You got all this crap over
The
nothing.
hate
Over-
against this man
Yeah.
for years,
A
y'all.
fucking superhero movie.
Oh, by
Yeah,
the way,
yeah,
like I said,
yeah. All
Snyder
for
Cut
all
is
for
ugly.
cape shit. That's what the
Yeah,
man
all for
gets.
cape shit.
The man deserves all this hate just over a bunch of superhero movies. I mean,
Joss Whedon
how
has
sad is this?
Yeah. He
I
said,
mean,
"Thank
the
you,
hate
Jesus."
against
He
him.
wrote this shit after he found out that his daughter died, and Joss Whedon
Yeah.
took over, and he said, "Thank you, Jesus." What a
No,
fucking
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. WB took
Yeah.
opportunity. They're like, okay, your daughter passed away. Let's kick you out of the movie.
Yep.
Come on, like really, you have to be smart.
It's
Because Zack will never
disgusting.
pick Joss Whedon. He will never pick
He would
that
have
creep
never.
motherfucker. Come
He
on,
would have
man.
never done that to his actors and his
Yeah.
friends.
Yes.
Never. He would
He
have
threatened
never
Gadot
chosen
career.
him.
Like, come on. Like,
It's disgusting.
Joss Whedon is such trash. I mean, when you talk about trash, to be honest with you, there's been so much creepy stuff out about that guy for decades, and that guy shouldn't have been anywhere near Justice League for real.
So
He did-
inappropriate. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, have I mentioned that I hate Zack Snyder and refuse to give him credit ever? No.
Oh, you
this-
know that guy
this-
said that Snyder could suck ass. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He said that someone.
That's trash, bro. Such trash.
That's
For a
ass,
fucking
bro.
superhero movie. That's it. Like Zod said, cape shit. Cape shit. You're getting upset over this bullshit.
Come on, bro. This is bullshit.
It's I don't get it, bro.
Like I said, I mean, you know, our you know,
It says a
our
lot about
movies-
these people's lives, is what it really
it
Our
says.
movies
You know?
and our fan base has been trolled for years. So the fucking audacity for them to turn around and gaslight us.
I'm
And
with
be like,
Sherry
you
on this,
know,
man. For real, this is just ridiculous.
No, I refuse to take ownership or responsibility for these fucking. Look, I don't know where these fucking trolls come from. Like any of us have any control over these dumbass people that get online and say this toxic. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. They're just like nameless Twitter handles too, and a few
Dude,
blue, and then
like,
some blue
bruh.
check marks who think they're better than everybody else, like Scott
Bruh.
Mendelson. Yeah.
I mean, for real. No, for real. There were media people that were coming out and shitting all over this man.
Yep.
And, you know, in his grief, you know, in the middle of his grief. So I don't ever want to fucking hear these people talk about, you know, well, you know, you guys weren't so toxic and made death threats. And I cuss the fuck out anybody who gets in the comments talking that mess about, well, we just need to make sure we're not being toxic, and we need to make sure, you know, you need to make sure you don't buy into their media propaganda. What kind of DC fan are you that you're eating up this shit, that we're toxic? Why are you believing that about your fellow fans? Like, have you seen other DC fans talk like that in comments? Like, well, we just need to not be toxic, you guys. We just need to, you know, be good DC fans, and, you know, we can ask for Snyder Verse, but we shouldn't be doing things like review bombing Godzilla and all this.
There was nobody in the Snyder Cut fandom bombing Godzilla. Nobody was doing that. It was trolls that were trying to make the movement look bad. That's what it was.
Like, I get mad, legit. I get mad when I see DC. Like, if your average fan says it, okay, fine, they're sheeple and they don't know what the fuck's going on. But when DC fans, like people who are well aware of how fucking shady this company is, like, y'all should know better. Y'all should know that we're not actually doing this shit, and they are making it the fuck up.
Yeah,
y'all should know that. Like, this is the studio that lied to the public for years.
Hallelujah.
Like, you know, like, you cannot just. Oh God, I'm sorry. I get so mad. I'm sorry. You guys,
I love it. I love it. Keep going.
They're horrible. That's what it is. They deserve to be canceled. Let's be honest. If anybody deserves to be canceled, it's WB.
Like, for real. Like, don't be buying into their propaganda. Don't be buying into this, that your fellow fans are are, none of us hardcore. Dude, we're too busy on like a hashtag campaign and busy with our lives and busy with other shit. Wasn't nobody sitting around giving a fuck enough about Godzilla versus Kong? Let me get on Reddit. Let me get on IMDb and fucking. Nobody was doing that.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, my God, really?
They caught a few people doing review bombing, you know what I mean? And it was obvious and stuff. Legit, they caught some people. But again, like, this is not some review bombing movement. Yeah, this isn't like it was some movement from DC fans or Snyder fans to trash your movie. Like, there was no movement to do that.
Nope.
Yeah.
None. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. So it's just, the media propaganda has not stopped. It has not stopped since Justice League dropped. For weeks now, they have just been on a full-on hate campaign against the fandom, their own fucking fans.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like it in all my years on Earth. I mean, really, seriously, watching entertainment and seeing some shady shit that other studios have done. I've seen a lot.
Yep.
But this has got to be the grossest, mismanagement, malfeasance, abuse of actors since we've seen in the old school Hollywood days. The casting couch, wink, wink.
Yep, just like what we were talking about earlier. Yep.
Bruh, like, this is the shadiest shit, and foulest shit I've ever seen. Yeah.
The most toxic fans in Star Wars, I'm telling you.
Hands down. I know. I took over your stream, Cruz. I did it again.
If I go to church, I will listen to
I need the fucking church music in the background and shit.
I'm sorry. I do get on a roll, y'all. I apologize.
It's frustrating. Like Warner Brothers has to be like one of the most frustrating studios of all time.
It's just very exhausting and frustrating to be like a DC fan. Like.
Truth. Answer my
I'm happy to not just wow.
Yo, bro.
Kayla oh my god.
Yo, please answer my question.
Kayla official. They put their names together. Like Brangelina. Oh my gosh, yo.
They're not together.
Hopefully you're gonna get banned.
They're not together. They are best friends. Yeah.
What was I saying?
They're not together.
I was just saying, like, if they push like DC fans buttons, like WB, like we can leave any time and just go just read the comic books.
That's true.
I agree.
Right.
Yep.
Bruh.
Bro, let Zack Snyder direct his.
I know, poor Josh.
Frank Miller movie.
That would be awesome to see, like a Ben Affleck.
Josh is probably like, is Sherry okay?
Is that fan still asking questions? Yes, he is.
I know. Let's see. This fucking troll has 1,000 lives. Oh, who's trolling?
Oh,
Somebody trolling. What happened to Sherry?
I think she clicked the wrong button again. Yeah.
Fire stream truth. Oh, thank you very much, Geeks. Oh, by the way, Zod, thank you for being here, bro. You are awesome.
Oh man, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Zod, subscribe to Zod.
Yes, subscribe to Zod Rider. He's awesome.
Yeah, Zod.
It's the Nicki Minaj fans are the most toxic. One told me to kill myself.
Nicki Minaj fans. Oh my God, really?
People still listen to Nicki Minaj, really?
Don't listen to Nicki Minaj. What are you doing?
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the goat of female music.
So, Zod, do you have like a cutoff time? Like at a certain time, like, you know what? If they don't announce this in this year, this month, that's it. I'm off.
Oh, sure.
I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be hopeful, but I don't know. I think for me, if there's an ending, it's when Zack Snyder tells us it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
What you will never say is over.
No, like he wants us to keep fighting, like, because he wants to continue this stuff. Like he doesn't want this to end. Let's see.
And somehow, let's say, like, I don't think they can. No, facts.
No, they can't. They can't ignore the hype.
Yeah. As much as they want to, they can't.
No. Yes, sir. The goat.
I'm sorry. I hit a wrong button. I apologize
That
for the
happens, that
interruption.
happens.
Sherry, are
I'm
you on
sorry.
Twitter?
No, I'm not. But with all of this like movement stuff we've been doing, I've been thinking about getting an account so I can help.
You should.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, my God, I want to follow you on Twitter, but like, oh wait, you're not on Twitter. I was looking for you. I'm like, where's she at?
I've been thinking about it for years, but I've been avoiding it because I hear there's it's just all drama.
It's a
and
lot of
stuff
drama and a lot of nonsense, but there's a lot of there's also a lot of good people.
fan stuff. I know. I've been thinking about it, you guys.
Everybody in the comments say Sherry is the GOAT. Everybody.
Yeah.
Sherry is the GOAT.
Sherry is the GOAT.
I'm glad that like my rants don't scare people.
No,
because we all feel the same. We all feel the same pain. That's
It
what
makes
it is.
me so angry though. They spent a good solid week telling everybody in the media that we were giving them death threats and all kinds of like. I just after the years we endured, the fans, Zack, Henry Cavill's mustache, all of it. We all had to endure the trolling and the pain for years. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of it, y'all. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. I'm just not. I'm not trying to hear it.
Yeah,
Sherry's the best. Yes, Sherry's awesome. We love Sherry. Hashtag restore the Snyder Verse. Absolutely. Always got to restore that shit. Let's see. Oh no, I left the stream by accident. It happens. I think does it all.
That happens. It happens to me every 2 weeks.
Sorry.
Let's see. Also, check out Zod Rider. Absolutely. Thank you, G Studios, for putting his link.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see.
God, I love being on this stream tonight. This is so much fun. You guys are awesome.
For
so
real.
awesome. Yeah.
Perfect.
Love Zod Rider being here. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I know who the mysterious Kryptonian is, y'all, and he may be from the comics. Well, please do share, Jordan. Do share.
Ooh, Jordan.
I thought it was Supergirl all this time, but
Yes,
I know.
Supergirl.
But then they were saying that ship that couldn't be Supergirl because they were saying that ship was a scouting. Didn't Zor-El say that it was a scouting ship initially that it came here thousands of years before? I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was that particular ship was a scouting ship, I believe, a Kryptonian scouting ship. And in any case, though, I see now why it couldn't have been her, though. If that's the case, if that is indeed the case, then it probably wouldn't have been her. So yeah. But then that makes me intrigued, though. Like, well, then who was it, right? Like another villain, another,
Brainiac?
like what did he have in mind exactly for the future?
Who will you
That's
cast
why you need
as
to make this
Brainiac?
part 2 and part 3, Zack Snyder.
Who will you cast as Brainiac? I will cast Michael Fassbender. I like him, to be honest.
Who's HL? Hello.
Oh, HL. Yeah, I think that's like another Kryptonian, maybe, possibly.
Yeah,
But
Kryptonian.
I
never
don't
heard
think
of
Zack Snyder introducing that.
Like, I read a lot of comic books.
No, I don't think he's. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's from the New 52 run.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's a new character. Yeah, I don't see Zack Snyder introducing this character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, Jordan. I don't see it happening. Yeah.
Looks like Jason Momoa a little bit.
I know.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah. Maybe Jason Momoa can be equal.
That's Jason Momoa's twin brother. That's his brother.
Yeah.
It's the he is HL. Hello, it's a Kryptonian villain. He appeared in New 52. Okay, gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
he wouldn't insist in Man of Steel time though.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
I think you know what? I think it's Supergirl. I'm on that train.
I think it's Supergirl.
I mean, they could
sure.
change it. He's changed his ideas before. Yeah.
It's the night, everyone. Great stream, Truth. Thank you. I love you guys. Caleb, I guess you're my boyfriend. We have to what is going on?
Yeah, that's
Don't feed
Lot
the
of-
trolls.
A lot of connections
Don't-
being made.
Don't feed the trolls, sis. Don't do it. Don't feed them.
Google deleting people comments in the live stream. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that. Like some people can't comment. That's weird.
Google,
Oh.
fuck you. Oh man, that's terrible.
That's so strange. Let's see. YouTube sucks without notifications. I never get Zod's notifications. I don't either.
Oh,
But,
Oh
Me-
wow, really? You guys don't get my notifications?
Yeah.
What am I? What am I too controversial? What did I do? Oh no!
I guess so. With that comment you made earlier, now you're definitely canceled. Let's see. But they Star Wars fans. They like the new trilogy. The JJ Abrams trilogy.
Ew, no, not trust JJ. He's gonna ruin DC movies. Oh man,
You think so?
man,
You know what?
I'm telling you,
I was
I
on
hate
board.
JJ.
I was on board with JJ directing the new Superman movie with Henry Cavill. I was on board with that. I was like, you know what?
But he's
Why
doing
not
a black
do it?
Superman. So
Do you not like that idea, Sherry? JJ Abrams doing the Superman movie with Henry Cavill.
oh, I mean,
He's gonna pick a new Superman though. He's not
I
gonna do
mean,
Henry
here's
Cavill.
the thing. You know, Man of
Superman,
Steel was
correct?
so special because of that trifecta of Zack, Chris Terrio's writing, you know, Zack's directing, Hans Zimmer's score. And it was just this perfect trifecta. Well, really a perfect square if you add Henry to the mix too, right?
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was just this perfect contained little box, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So to have another Superman movie, but with missing so many of those elements, I would be very afraid of what that box would look like.
Yeah.
look at that black suit. That black suit look dope.
That
You
Black
know.
Suit's so good.
Oh my god! A lot. I mean, they made a real black costume suit too, but it's color graded in
Looks
Justice League.
amazing. Looks amazing though.
Dope.
So good.
Alfred.
looks
I'm
amazing.
assuming you Alfred. Yes. You know. That was a
Wow,
great suit.
Zack Snyder is like really tiny, or Henry Cavill is really tall.
I mean, what is this? Zack is what, like 5'10"?
I think he's
No,
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think he's 5'10".
5'8"?
yeah, I think he's only about 5'8".
Yeah,
Yeah.
5'8". Yeah.
He's a
Because Henry
shorty.
Cavill's 6'1".
Yeah, he's tall. Kender was like 6'3", right?
Yeah.
No, I think he's 6'1".
Yeah, Zack's kind of a small guy actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fucking Ben Affleck is like what 6'4", 6'5".
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he's big.
That's a tall motherfucker.
He's a beast. Well, look at him in BVS, that workout scene. Lord have mercy. I mean,
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
was
he's
Like,
jacked.
like if you look at the nightmare scenes, like he looks skinny in the nightmare scenes.
Oh
In
yeah.
Justice League. Like
yeah.
I mean, of course he's working out because he's gonna be in a Flash movie, that's garbage movie, of course. But
Like he's
Yeah.
taller.
Trash point. Yes.
oh, you mean the garbage? I mean, I gotta get the Flash name.
Ben's Batman is taller actually, because I know in the comics Batman is 6 foot. I think 6'1", and Ben is actually taller.
I don't mind having a tall Batman to me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like he should be tall. I don't want like no fucking 5'8" Batman. Sorry, Michael Keaton. I love Michael Keaton.
Well, isn't that Robert Pattinson? Isn't he like 5'8"?
No, Robert's
Yeah.
6'1", right? 6 feet.
Is he? I don't know how tall he
He's
is.
6 feet, right? I think last time we checked was
He's
6
5
feet.
something.
Or 5'11". Either 6 feet or 5'11".
No, I think he's like 6.
No,
If he's
I think he's
6'2", I would be
5'11".
surprised if he's 6'2".
5'11" or something. Or...
Holy shit!
Oh,
6'1".
He
Next one.
Okay.
He just matches the comic.
Okay.
Well, in the comics, Batman is 6'1". Yes.
Yeah, so he's a big dude. He's a tall dude.
Jesus.
Tall guy. I think he's very lean. Let's see. He's 6'2", Arkham in the comics.
Oh, 6'2".
Yeah.
One
Oh,
inch
6'2".
less. Okay, that's not that.
Okay, that's not bad. All right.
A mouth to give you nightmares.
bad.
Talking about
Oh, wow.
Oh, that must have been so embarrassing for Henry Cavill. I couldn't even imagine just watching that on
Oh.
screen. That would have been like,
Yeah, he's
I mean, to
6'2".
see your own face look like that, to have everybody making fun of it. Like, I don't care if you're a grown ass man. I don't care.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Jesus,
How
you're gonna
old you
give me
are.
nightmares.
That shit would be fucking humiliating to have literally everybody laughing at you all over the world. Like, come on, you know?
Henry Cavill 6'1".
I'll
6'1", the same size.
Oh my gosh, that picture of him on the farm. I
Bro,
just
but
cannot.
why reset the scene? I'm gonna give you a
So
question.
upsetting.
Why reset the scene if you got Zack Snyder virgin? Yeah, like
it's
what was
so
the point of
bad.
you shot in that scene?
I know.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Joss, I'm using as little reshooting of that shit as I have to. You know, I don't want to.
How did they manage to make a guy as good looking as Henry Cavill look
like that?
humanly deformed? How is that even possible? I mean, he looks like Bizarro.
That would be a cool villain to introduce in a Superman movie.
Bizarro. Yeah,
Bro,
I'm
Bizarro.
He was already in the movie. This is Bizarro.
Yeah, Henry Cavill clone. Yeah.
He's a clone. He's a clone that didn't quite get fixed correctly.
Yeah,
and then he had a stroke, so that's why his mouth is like that.
The truth. Why you showing this? TJ's so upset.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sorry,
like,
people.
don't
You might have
do
nightmares
this.
today.
Stop it.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
do it. Don't do it.
TJ's like, go back to the Pacific garbage patch.
Yes, ma'am.
The movie that was never supposed to happen.
We could have had this. Y'all know that, right? We could have had this on screen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what though?
So terrible.
Don't laugh, but I gotta say, okay, what's more intriguing? You know, would you rather hang on to Superman Returns, the one with Brandon Routh, or would you be intrigued to see a Nicolas Cage Superman movie?
But we'll see.
I'm sorry,
we'll see.
With the right writer.
Tim Burton would have made him more. Tim Burton would have made him a lot more alien than what we got. What we got before, so it would be a very very different interpretation.
They
of
were going to have a spider.
But I'm kind of intrigued. Like what would that have been like?
Sherry, did you see the documentary? Did you watch the documentary Death of Superman Lives? Yeah.
And so I'm kind of intrigued. You know, what did they? I mean, what do they want to give us? What would that have been like? Now, of course, I don't want to see that. But I mean, back then,
in some part of the multiverse, that movie actually happened, and it'd be nice to go and be able to get that movie just to see what it's like.
Breaking news: Nicolas Cage returns as Superman in the Flash movie.
Yeah. Superman will be in the Flash multiverse. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Earth 96. Earth 96.
Yeah. Why do you want it so much? No, watch it.
It's intriguing.
Well, let's be honest. Like Brandon Routh was redeemed in Crisis on Infinite Earth. That's no debate. Like he was redeemed.
Yeah.
It was good. The truth froze.
Did your truth freeze?
Oh my God!
No.
The truth freeze?
Oh
no!
That dollar store internet, y'all.
That too, but
oh no!
I mean, refresh you. Oh man!
Like I just like looking at these photos. I wouldn't want to see Nicolas Cage Superman. I'm sorry.
Well, Nicolas Cage's Superman would be unique to say the least.
Yeah, Zack, but he's gonna be in the Flash movie. Don't forget.
Been interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Flash movie.
To me, like, I just wouldn't like. You have like these characters that are developed or everything like that. You're just gonna randomly put like Nicolas Cage Superman for no reason. Like he never had a trilogy or anything like that. Like it just
But to be honest, like if you have him in the Flash movie for like 5 seconds, I wouldn't be fucking mad, to be honest.
It's like if we get like a little cameo, because for example, if they don't have Henry Cavill in there as Superman, maybe they will throw in like a little Nicolas Cage cameo. Just as like
would be crazy.
Yeah, something weird.
I feel like people will hate it. Like they wouldn't like it.
But it's only 5 seconds. Why would you get mad at a 5 second scene?
Like I feel like more people would want to see Henry Cavill's Superman.
Okay, so what about
Cage?
What about Christopher Reeve? Well, Christopher Reeve Superman. But Christopher Reeve Superman is Brandon Routh.
Hamada got me.
Yeah, Hamada got me.
Oh my
That's
God!
a
And he
Holland
was
item.
force feeding you one of those god awful burgers. Oh, yuck!
They're gonna treat you the burger verse. Yeah.
The burger.
331.
But I mean, the thing is that I mean, I love Brandon Routh. I hope he don't make a cameo.
Truth, would you
as
want
Christopher Reeve.
like we all know the Flash movie is gonna be trash, but would you want Nicolas Cage Superman in the movie? If you had to pick between Nicolas Cage or Henry Cavill, which one would you want?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
okay, true.
no-brainer.
So what if?
Anthony wants Nicolas Cage.
No, Belle said that shit the other day. She's like, I want Nicolas Cage to be in a Flash movie for 5 seconds. I was like, okay, okay, it's up to you. I don't know.
Like
There would have to be a reason. Well, maybe you know how we would probably see it, like if you see the Flash, running through different timelines, maybe different universes. You might see it briefly. Like I don't know, that would be interesting. But
well, actually, CW tried to get Nicolas Cage for the Questions and for the Earth cameo, but he couldn't come, obviously. But but at least I hope Brandon Routh does not make a cameo as Christopher Reeve in a movie in the Flash movie.
They'll probably CGI. They'll probably actually CGI Christopher Reeve in the movie. They'll probably cameo him somehow. I think they will. I think they would do that because everybody is so in love with nostalgia, and everybody's always talking about how Christopher Reeve is their Superman and all that, and that he's the standard, like what you guys were saying earlier, like. He's the standard that these people. That's why they always crap on Cavill. So the idea is if they have like a little a Christopher Reeve cameo in the Flash, that's going to get a big pop from.
Yeah, but that'll be Brandon Routh.
No.
I see what you're saying.
They could do like Brandon Routh as like the Kingdom Come Superman.
Didn't they do that with
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that was a little different though.
Yeah, but CGI was good.
But they can still do that in the Flash movie, just not just have him as Kingdom Come.
But wouldn't WB have to ask Christopher Reeve family first, right?
As who?
Well, yeah, they'd have to get the rules from. They'd have to go to Christopher. I think Christopher Reeve.
They'd have yes, to use his likeness.
Adam West, they have to do the same shit too.
Yeah, they would have to get permission from there. And remember, his wife, Christopher Reeve's wife, passed on as well. So it would be his children. They would have to go ask.
They'd have to approve it. Yeah.
I mean, I can't see his kids agreeing to that for
get some gamers in a stream.
movie.
Y'all need to see that shit. Oh shit, yo.
Why? I can't. Oh.
Yo, that motherfucker is toxic, bro.
I can't stand.
I don't give a shit about him. The way he turned on Zack, the way he turned on him over like something he misunderstood.
But it was Warner Brothers.
I don't want to get it started. I don't want to get. I don't want to get all that started
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
They're gonna go off.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was Warner Brothers that say, "Do not be with that guy. He is toxic." That was Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers called Zack and be like, "Hey, listen, if you be with Geeks on Gamer, we're gonna take your movie."
They were telling him to stop doing so many YouTube, interviews and stuff. Period. They didn't want him advertising, But if you'll notice, he had to get on YouTube and stuff with streamers and stuff because they didn't make they didn't set up interviews and stuff with like mainstream. Like normally when a big movie comes out, you get interviews on like the morning shows. And Colbert Report and whatever, the late night shit, and you go on this circuit, right, of all these different talk shows. They didn't do any of that for Zack. So Zack was like, "Well, fuck it, I'll just advertise the movie myself," and the rest is history. But they did at some point ask him to stop doing so much.
I don't like Geeks gamers.
Pro 1000 is defending Germany.
I just don't like that.
Oh gosh!
Why
the way after the way
whoever defend Jeremy, you are a fucking idiot.
And especially after the way he turned on Zack, like,
come on.
Yeah.
And you know what? The reason why he's the stream, I'm gonna tell you why. Because he did a video on Enoch. Well, he did a video last week where Enoch was on Max
Warner Brothers.
Stream and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's the reason why he's on there. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Let's see.
toxic.
I think if Snyder Verse were to continue, then they would do it in one big hit, maybe over multiple films.
Yo, Caleb,
or-
what's up, bro?
Or do you think that Zack Snyder will come back just to do one more film to like completely wrap up everything? You think he would do that instead?
Well, yeah, because he would do both movies back to back, Justice League 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Or just do like one long movie and just wrap everything up and then that was it.
That's a possibility.
Possibility.
He can do a long movie. It also could be possible he can do like a series.
Yeah, a miniseries.
Will be like Justice League 2 and 3 into one whole big series.
Yeah, Zack, I'm
Like,
asking Zack this. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
If he did like one whole series and to wrap it up, like I don't know, like it could be back to back or one whole series. Like I don't think I would mind how he does it. Like if we get Justice League 2 and 3, I don't think it matters how it comes really.
But do
Yeah.
you think that Zack? Well, I know HBO Max have to find like somebody to give the money to do Justice League 2 and 3. What do you think they have to find somebody to do that? Like
You mean like
somebody-
investors?
Yeah,
or-
like somebody, because the budget for HBO Max is $80 million, right? And they have to, and if they're gonna shoot back to back, they have to find somebody
Well,
else to
if-
give them the money too.
if they're gonna make the movies just be HBO only, so HBO Max only, no theatrical run. I don't know that they would force.
Yeah, thank you,
if-
Caleb. Yeah.
especially if they're two different movies. I don't know that they would force them to stick with such a stringent budget in that case. If it's two movies being shot back, I think they might increase the budget for something like that, you know. Because I mean not the reshoots, but to finish the VFX and to pay everybody and et cetera. I mean that cost quite a bit of million.
Probably like
for
200
the
million.
Snyder
like
cut.
200?
Yeah. So
Maybe the series would be more better because, like, I know, like, you pay actors more
Money.
when you're doing movies, and I think maybe a series would be better.
It's
I don't know.
AT&T with Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would spend the coin for just like 2
Yeah.
and 3.
I mean, they're
They got
desperate.
money. They're not
They're
broke.
desperate for content because I mean,
Yeah.
while HBO Max has good content on it, but they need new stuff to entice more subscribers. They need more
Exactly.
people getting it. So I mean, while the people who have HBO Max are happy, pretty content with the content that's on there, they need more people getting it.
Yeah,
And
that
I just-
makes sense.
I think the Snyder Verse is it. They don't have. What else do they have?
They have nothing.
What else do they have that would bring in this much hype, y'all?
That's true.
Nothing.
That's true.
Like,
They
got
haven't
Batwheels.
they haven't really had to spend money on hyping up anything because they've got all of us. They've got
And
a
even
fan
if-
base that's huge.
and even if the Batman movies and all of this stuff work out, great, but that doesn't help HBO Max.
No.
So AT&T is going to be sitting there like, well, Batwheels ain't going to do it.
I think that that's our. I honestly think that that's our ace in the hole. The fact that
do.
AT&T
Me too.
needs content for HBO Max, and that's all they care about is content.
No.
So yeah, I think that's
But-
our.
The thing is that
I agree.
next year the Batman is not going to be on HBO Max. It's going to be in movie theaters only.
That's my point. Is
Yeah.
that doesn't help
Every movie is
HBO
going to be in
Max.
movie theaters
So,
next year. Yeah.
you know,
They
But
got
then it'll
nothing
go
next
on
year.
HBO Max. Like they're doing like next year when the movie comes out. I think it's 30 days. 30 days. It'll be on in movie theaters. Then it'll go automatically to HBO Max. So the Batman will be on HBO Max.
yeah,
Yeah, but they're not doing that
that's
next
true.
year.
Yes, yeah, it will eventually. But my point is just, I mean, there's no new. I mean, yes, it'll come on HBO Max eventually, but you can go see it in theaters right away.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
have it? So why have HBO Max if you don't have to? You know, I mean, that's the thing. They need a reason for people to subscribe to this shit.
Exactly.
You know?
And not only that, not only subscribe, but maintain that
Stay,
subscription.
and
I mean,
stay,
you're going to stay. Like, because Snyder
Stay.
Cut fans aren't going to stay if they curb the Snyderverse and say we're not giving you anything else. Because once Snyder Cut hits physical media in a few months, people will be like, "Oh, I can cancel
Everybody's buying
HBOMax."
that. Everybody's
I
buying the
own
copy.
most of the content they have on there already.
Right,
Like physical
exactly.
copies.
Yep, that's
Physical
what it
fucking
is.
copies. So if y'all want to play with me, you know, like I will cancel. Like, don't get it twisted up in here. Especially if you don't have no new content for
Yeah,
me.
fam.
Shit.
Bat Wheels. That's your content right
The
there,
only
Sherry.
thing that
Bat Wheels.
Stop
HBO
it!
I'm gonna tell you, the
That's
only
right.
thing what HBO Max
You
got
don't want
next year
bat wheels.
is see Peacemaker, and that's it. That's the only thing y'all
Peacemaker.
got.
Who asked for
Yeah,
Peacemaker?
who asked
Like,
for-
I don't
Nobody
know.
asked for that.
They are, you know, they are just assuming that people love John fucking Cena so much that it's surely these people will want to watch a whole show. I didn't think he was the funniest one out of that whole Suicide Squad trailer.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't think he was the. I thought King Shark and My Hand Is a Hand was funnier.
Oh yeah, King
than his dick jokes. I mean, was it just me?
I mean,
I didn't think it was that funny.
Sherry, did we need? Is that what we needed? Did we need those jokes for that movie?
No.
That's the question that I have. Not really.
Right.
I mean,
No.
Right.
Don't give a
But that's
fuck
the reason
about
why
that
Warner
shit.
Brothers
Depends on your
released
sense
that
of
trailer.
humor too, because I know like some people have different kinds of sense of humor.
True. I mean, fair enough, but I feel like, you know, it's thrown in there because, you know, well, this is an R-rated movie and I want to have fun. And James Gunn's idea of having fun is a bunch of, you know, dick jokes. And I get that.
right,
But, like,
right. He loves those
you know,
jokes.
I feel like Warner Brothers love those
Zack
jokes.
Snyder's getting ready to give us a, you know, a rockin' fun R-rated, you know, movie experience. He's done that before with Dawn of the Dead and Sucker Punch and other movies. And I mean, you can give us, you know, an R-rated movie, but you don't have to throw in just a bunch of phallic bullshit to entertain us. It's not necessary.
He does. That's James Gunn's thing. So, you know,
well,
that's his trademark.
Peacemaker. The Peacemaker. You have that, but
no, don't get me wrong.
Wouldn't Harley Quinn be more preferable spinoff? I feel like if you pick the character, I'd rather have Harley Quinn over Peacemaker. I feel like maybe like a lot of people like Harley Quinn. Like she's just.
Well, I like her better than Peacemaker. I mean, I know that.
Yeah. Like I feel like
why not lock her down and give her own show? Oh wait, they already have a Harley Quinn show on HBO.
Oh yeah,
that's better than the
series.
live action shit we've been getting lately. So
exactly.
You know that's a yen cut. You know,
yeah, you can have like I don't see a problem having like a spinoff of Harley Quinn. I'd rather watch that over Peacemaker. Really,
just give me Harley Quinn season 3.
Yeah, I love Harley Quinn. It was
That's a good show. Why not?
I love it. Have you watched it, Drew?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so
like,
good.
It's so good. And the thing is that show is
written
perfect.
so well.
Perfectly fun. They got Poison Ivy, and the live action shit didn't get Poison Ivy. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Zack Snyder said at Justice Con, we the fans are basically free advertising for the properties and content. Yeah, but we should be advertising this. AT&T should be advertising this. HBOMax, Warner Media, they should be the ones advertising.
I mean,
we the fans can only do so much.
To HBO Max's credit, they did advertise Justice League on HBO Max, right? I mean, they did advertise Justice League on their HBO Max channel here on YouTube, that sort of thing. But as far as like a big multimedia marketing campaign, yeah, they wanted this shit buried. They just wanted to come and go, and HBO Max just wanted to use it for subscribers. And now that they have what they want and they have more subscribers and we're staying for Godzilla and we're staying for Mortal and blah, 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 they got what they want. But I'm telling you, they don't have nothing else after this, though.
Right,
No,
that's
so
the
they better
problem.
wake
That's where they're going to need
up.
the Snyderverse. Yeah, they're going to need the Snyderverse.
They don't have anything else.
Zack is going to bail them out again. That's what it is. They're going to be. They're waiting on Zack to be their savior.
Yeah, but the thing is
but they do still have some good movies coming out.
They don't got shit coming out. The thing is that the thing is
I am excited.
Those subscribers that we saw on HBO Max is gonna go down. Like 44 is gonna go down.
I think
The,
that
the one thing that I'm thinking about is yes. The one thing that I think about is like, is
Mortal
it?
Kombat is gonna make shit. They're not gonna
I'm not talking about that with what I know Warner Brothers doesn't want to continue the Snyder Verse, but the one thing that I don't understand is why people consider Jason Kilar such a savior.
He haven't said shit.
Like that,
yeah,
It's been
that's the
2
one thing
months.
that
He
I don't
hasn't said
understand
shit.
is what happens if he I just don't know like what he's thinking really. I
none
just
of us
don't
do at this
I just
point.
don't consider him like a savior or anything like that. Like
I think the
he's,
reason,
He hasn't said
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, I think the reason why people were grasping onto him is because of the fact that it was mainly his idea to bring the Snyderverse
Yeah,
over
he
for
killed
new
Zack.
content and for hype. The money came from AT&T to do it. Warner's didn't pay for it. AT&T did. It was an investment for them, you know, and into this new streaming service of theirs. And he also did publicly say hashtag Snyder Cut, you know. He was on the Snyder Cut, like he promoted it and was excited for it and publicly didn't mind declaring that he was a fan of the movie and stuff. So once people knew all of that and saw all of that, they were like, this dude is he's gonna give us the Snyderverse, he's gonna give us everything. Well, he's given us everything for the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, kind of.
Right? Like he was happy about that and he promoted that but there's been no proof that he's gonna help us fight against Warner over everything else. There's been no proof
that's
of that.
The one thing that I'm scared about.
Of course,
I'm very worried about it.
I think that we're looking to.
I'm hoping Jason Kilar will help out, but he supported the Snyder Cut. He never I just don't like how I think of Warner Brothers or everything with AT&T and everything like that. They're Hollywood, Hollywood
for sure.
Jason ain't gonna say shit. Guarantee you, he's not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He only care about money.
Who else has insomnia? I think I have insomnia, Josh. Don't worry about it.
Who has insomnia?
I barely sleep.
I barely sleep either. I can sleep for 2 hours and still get rest.
Let's see. Dune is still far somehow. Yeah, I'm not into Dune. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
I like
what is Dune
I was
really?
so looking forward to it, and but I respect the director, you know, fighting for it to stay in theaters because a movie like Dune needs to be seen on the big screen. Needs to.
It's funny to me because it actually looks like it actually just looks like an updated version of the Lynch Dune movie. I'm really shocked when I look at that movie. I was expecting to see more like the trailers to be more along the lines of what you get in the books, but it looks to me like just like an updated version of the movie we already got. I don't know.
Interesting.
I
read the books first. I don't care.
I've never read the books.
Looks interesting. I just don't know I would see it because I feel like a movie should stay on the big screen. I'm excited for what was it? Conjuring, the Conjuring movie. I like horror movies a lot. I always love.
I mean, you're a WB fanboy, so it makes sense.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god!
It's okay, Arco. It's okay.
Bootlegger.
It's okay, Arco.
It's fine.
But I feel like having on HBOMax limits when you see on the big screen.
That shit kill me.
Let's see.
Oh, man,
what's good, y'all? What's good, Ryan? Good to see you.
What's
Hopefully
up,
you're
Ryan?
doing well.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Let's see. Dune is gonna be good, especially since Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya is in it. Baze.
And you mean Holland 2.0?
I don't understand the
Bite your
praising
tongue about
towards him.
Timothy.
I just
No,
don't
I'm
understand the
playing with
praising
you. I'm
towards
playing.
He's a
him.
better actor, bro. Way better. You got to give
Yeah, I
it to
agree.
him. Come on.
I mean,
you got to give
I
it
like
to him there.
both. I like Tom Holland's okay, but Timmy I like Timmy a lot.
Yeah,
Josh
you've seen
Holland.
The King, right? You watched The King on Netflix, right?
Oh,
with
King
him?
was perfect. I
I never seen it. Is that with Robert Pattinson?
No, yes, he's in it briefly as the French prince.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
People want him as Robin.
No.
No, I don't want him as Robin for my Reeves. I'm
No.
sorry. No.
No.
Don't do
Like
it.
I don't see I don't understand the praise towards Timothy. Like I don't see him as Robin. Like they want him as Nightwing for some reason. People say it should be Nightwing. No,
Zendaya is Zico
hell
better.
no.
Damn.
Yeah, no, not as.
He doesn't have that look.
Yeah, not as
Nah.
Nightwing.
No.
Yeah.
But like if my Reeves do Nightwing, I mean Dick Grayson, he's gonna be 14 or 15 years old probably. So
Yeah, and it'll probably be a known actor. Like
oh no, yeah.
or it could be a known actor, but like it's not very
There's
popular
been
actor.
a really popular fan, fan servicey mention going around the kid who plays number 5 in Umbrella Academy. People have been talking about him playing Damian Wayne in the Snyder Verse. Like he would be an awesome Damian Wayne, the kid who plays number 5 in the Umbrella Academy.
I forgot the actor name. I don't know who you're talking
I
about.
know, me too. Gosh darn it, what is his name?
Oh look.
I think that's pretty good casting. If we were to bring Damien in, but if you bring Damien in, then you got to bring his mom.
Well, he was gonna be in the Deathstroke movie.
Everything.
Oh yeah, that kid.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it
then
could work.
you would have to have all that backstory.
It could work.
I feel like they're not going to do Damian Wayne.
Yeah,
it could work. Yeah,
it
could work. I did kind of always think they would go a little bit more Middle Eastern, not totally Middle Eastern, because obviously he's mixed. But his mom is from his mom and Roz and all of that, the League of Shadows, they're all from that part of the world. So I don't know if they would choose to go that route or if.
What do I feel like he could be? Matt Reeves, Dick Grayson.
He could be.
Yeah, I feel like he might be because he could be good. He could be Damian Wayne or Dick Grayson. He could.
Yeah.
He looks alright. That's not a bad casting. Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for Dune. Yeah.
Arkham, you're damn.
Yeah, I don't like
Caleb
Damian
is calling
Wayne.
out Arkham.
Arkham, you're a fucking hater. Damien is in the Snyder Verse, except.
Oh yes, because Deathstroke, Joe Manganiello said that Damian Wayne wasn't gonna be.
Yeah,
I know Talia al Ghul was gonna be in the fucking movie. Oh.
And people say that
I'm fine Damian Wayne being in the Snyderverse, but he's not my favorite character.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, he's okay, but he's not my favorite.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like Damian Wayne is an annoying character in the animated movies.
He was always annoying in the animated movies. Like if you you want to slap him or something.
See, I always have a different take on him. I love that little shit.
Really, dude?
But I think it's because I like the dichotomy of. Because of the way he's been raised, he's never been told no, really. He's almost raised like a prince, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time of him getting super spoiled and all this, he also had to go through incredible training. He didn't have a normal childhood. So there's a little bit of, you almost have a little bit of sympathy too, because this is a kid who has held a sword in his hand since the age of 3. Like this is not a kid who ever had a regular childhood ever. Yeah. And so coming over into Bruce's life, it's his first experience of actually being treated like a child, right? Being told no, and you have to have curfew, and you can't keep sneaking out, and you can't, you know what I mean? So it's really hard for him to what do you mean I have rules? This is bullshit, I could come and go and leave the palace whenever I wanted back home, you can't, you know what I mean? So I like watching him grow and learn to adapt to that stuff. But I also like him because even though that stuff is hard for him and he's kind of bratty, but at the same time, he's not. He calls Bruce father. He never disrespects him. Do you know what I mean? As far as he always calls him father and is very just old school that way. Do you know what I mean? Like
Very
it's
regal.
yeah, like it's just this cool like balance between the two, and I like seeing that play
like
out.
And
there
like
were
in the
some things
comics,
that I
like
did like in the anime movie. I think my best part is where Batman got mad and started getting angry at me, and that was
like
my favorite
like
part.
yeah,
So
like
Batman
yeah. Like in the
got
comics, like
angry.
Dick Grayson and him got a cool relationship in the comics. Like they hate each other, but they like each other at the same time. In the
Yeah,
comics,
like
even in the
They made it.
animated movies, like they got like
yeah.
they
The
hate each
one
other,
thing
but they
that
like each other.
I was kind of disappointed was
Yeah, I love it.
like in the animated movie. Yeah, you have like in the New 52
Back
movie.
to
I liked they had this extended universe, but like we really didn't see much as of Batgirl. Like we didn't see much as Batgirl. We didn't like get a Nightwing kind of anime movie. I kind of want to see that. Like certain
Oh
characters.
my
I
god!
wish.
Don't bring Shen here. Oh my god!
No, Barcy, what are you
No, don't say
doing?
that. Oh my god! He's gonna summon out of nowhere.
No, I'm just saying like in the New 52 anime movies, I
Oh
wish
yes,
they
yeah. I agree with you.
developed certain characters better. Like
Yeah.
we really didn't see a development of Batgirl really.
Yeah, true. And I like Starfire and Dick Grayson relationship in the comics and in an animated movie. I don't know if they're gonna do that in Titans. I think they
Like,
will.
how
But
can
like
you
they're
introduce
perfect.
Batgirl at the end of I think it was Bad Blood or something like that, and then go into Justice League Dark War and just kill her off? Really?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We'll
That's
see.
that was
It's,
just bullshit.
I was watching
Yeah.
inside the exhibit today and yesterday. Oh, so Ryan is in Texas and he's at the Zack Snyder Justice League exhibit. So good for Ryan because I
Yo, I
want to
might
go there. I
visit
want
to
to see
go
that shit.
there.
That's awesome.
I
I
might
know.
visit.
Awesome. Well, it's been out for a while though, too. To be fair, you know what I mean. It's been out for almost 6 weeks now. That exhibit because it was released or they set it up before the movie even dropped.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you read the storyboards for Zack Snyder Justice League for what he
Mhm.
had planned in Nightmare?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of it? Did you like it?
I loved all of it except for the Batman Lois. I mean, I'm glad that got
Yeah.
changed.
I feel like
that
it'll
got
be
changed.
Wonder
I
I
didn't
Woman.
think
like that
Zod likes
either.
that.
Wonder
I think
Woman?
Zod likes
I
that
didn't-
concept, right, Zod?
Yeah.
Oh, of Lois and
Yeah.
and Batman? No, I didn't like
Oh,
What
that
about
either.
Wonder Woman?
Nah.
What about
Yeah,
Wonder
Yeah.
it has to
No,
be
I think
Wonder
I
Bat.
could see Bruce and Wonder Woman
Yes.
maybe have
Yeah.
a
Bruce and Diana.
relationship.
Yeah.
Wonder
Thank you.
Bat.
Yeah.
Like
I ship that.
like I like in the Batman MA series they have like this relationship Batman and Wonder Woman and
On Justice League? Yeah, the Justice.
yeah you see that in the animated series and it kind of looks like Zack Snyder is hinting towards that relationship in his like Bible.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I never liked that concept. Sorry, Zach, but that's just one thing. I can't agree with you.
Yeah.
We all
He
want
doesn't
Wonder
get
back.
it right all the time, and you know, and
No.
it's actually kind of cool that we know about that. And the only reason why is because I like getting a look into his creative process. You know how he, puts it all out, and then he'll take that and make these adjustments.
Yeah, I
and
mean, I could see where he was going. I could see where he was going
Me
and
too.
what his
Me
thought
too.
process was there. But but it's one of
Me
those
too.
things I'm kind of glad doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Me too. I totally see where he was gonna go, but I like where we're ending up instead. Now this is much better.
Yeah, thinking of the idea.
Lois and Bruce is one thing I hate. I'm more of a Wonder Bat fan. Yeah, I think most people are.
Same.
Everyone loves Wonder Woman and Batman.
Same.
because they
Well,
have
the
that
Wonder
Bat
Woman,
in
the
the
Wonder Bat situation actually makes more sense, especially with the way it seems like they were trying to kind of put in. He was trying to kind of put sprinkles of it in Justice League. So
Yeah, like it makes more sense. Like
Yeah.
when I think of Batman and Wonder Woman, it seems like they have like more that have more chemistry and like with Wonder Woman and Batman, like like that they know each other more. Like like
I agree.
with Lois, Bruce doesn't know her that much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's up with the review with Drew? What do you think is the worst Predator movie?
The
The latest one.
2018.
The latest one. That
Worst
was
Predator
god
movie.
awful trash. That was
Oh
horrible.
my god, his
The
Horrific.
Wi-Fi.
2018 one.
Yeah, that
Really? You
was
think
garbage.
those are worse than the Alien versus Predator movies and
Yes,
stuff?
yes.
Interesting.
The
Because I
Okay.
actually
2018
had
one was
fun with the Alien
terrible.
vs. Predators movies.
When I
I
think
didn't-
it's, I like Alien versus Predator. Like Alien
It's fun.
versus
I
Predator.
like it.
They're pretty good movies. Like they're actiony and stuff like that. But I didn't
Yeah.
like 2000. I didn't
Who-
like 2018.
who
I have
won?
to agree with everyone.
That was
I hated
garbage.
it.
Yeah, that was garbage. Who
It
won
was-
in the fight? Predator or Batman?
Batman, of course.
Batman, of
They
course.
fought in the comics. You know that, right?
What kind of question is that?
Of course. I mean, the Predator would get, definitely get his licks in once in a while, but Batman would be able to, he's smart. He'll figure out the invisibility tech and this and that, and by the end of the movie, he'll have it sorted out.
I would love to see.
Batman
I
probably
would
cut
love
his
to
head
see
off.
Ben Affleck versus
Yeah.
Predator. That would be a dope movie.
I think they made
Only
a
if Zack Snyder directed it.
comic book series where they made a comic book series of Ben Affleck, not Ben Affleck, Batman versus Predator. Have you guys ever read
Yeah.
that?
And I know there was a
I
comic, but I just never read it.
Yeah, I
me
never
either.
read it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, that's old school.
It's a good
Oh yeah,
comic, I
Batman
heard.
fought Dracula before.
Yeah, I know.
Well, has everybody here on the panel seen the Batman versus Predator fan film Dead End?
Oh, what?
Yes, yes, I've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
It's
I saw that.
It's absolutely it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
love it.
thinking the same thing.
Let's see. I don't know if I could play it.
I don't think you didn't get copyright for Batman dying, right?
No, I didn't get it.
No, you didn't. So you probably could watch it.
I'll play like a few seconds of it, but
Yeah.
it's fucking it's beautiful.
And those people are smart. Like their CGI is beautiful. They got,
Nice.
and the stunt
let's
people
see.
they got for the two fighters is great.
Nice.
Let's see. Who do you think should play Zack Snyder's Dick Grayson?
Zack.
I have no clue.
I know. I remember you asking me this a few streams ago, and I was stumped then too. Like I don't know.
It could
It'd have to be
anyone,
somebody
really.
that could. It'd have to be somebody that could grow into to become Nightwing eventually. So,
But
I
was
mean-
he ever Nightwing really? Because like he could have been.
He was Robin.
Like, yeah, he was Robin. He died as Robin, so he could have been like he never became Nightwing.
oh, true. You're right because you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's right. Because in Zack Snyder's, it's Dick who's the one that dies at
Yeah.
Joker and
At what age did
Harley's hands.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
I forgot. At what age did Dick Grayson left Batman as Robin?
Well, Dick Grayson died in the Snyder Verse at age 18, I believe.
18. So technically, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Are
If he
you-
would have been
and-
alive, he would have become Dick. Yeah, Nightwing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think what age did what age did actually? I think he left him when he was 18 in the comics.
That's a fucking. Oh my god.
I think this was like back in 2007, I believe.
Oh wow.
I mean, the Predator costume looks pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
This happened even earlier. I believe this was 2004. I'm friends with the guy that made this film.
Are you?
It was 2000. It was 2004. Yeah, Sandy Cholera is the name of the director, and it's really well done.
Man.
And I think it was
Yeah.
2004, I believe.
It's awesome.
Man,
Yeah.
I saw this years
have
ago, and I
to
was just
be-
like, "Wow, this is so cool." I love the costume, the old school Alex Ross Batman costume. I love that shit. Yeah,
that's not
it was
bad
really cool.
CG though. It's good.
For
No,
being
I
so
think it's
long
all
ago, you know.
Yeah, so long ago, it's not that bad. And
Yeah.
whoever made the costume, man, that costume looked dope.
I love fun fan made stuff like this, you guys. It's so cool.
You saw the one with Batman dying.
A fun fact was that Sandy tried to get Sylvester Stallone to play Batman in this, but Sylvester Stallone couldn't do it because something had come up and he was doing something for a certain movie and there was a scheduling conflict and he wasn't able to do it. But he was very close to getting him for this, and I think that would have been totally cool.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. It's called Batman Dead End.
Yes, it's excellent. Very well done. The cinematography is just brilliant.
So cool. Have you seen Batman Dying is Easy, Sherry?
No, but that's recent.
That's
right?
another good thing. Now that's another good one. That director Aaron Schoenke, he's directed quite a few little Batman films. There's another film for all you Robin fans out there. There's a film called Grayson. There's a fan film also from 2004 called Grayson. It's a short, almost done like a trailer, and it's very, very well done. It was directed by John Fiorella, and it was very good. It actually tells the story of how Batman is killed. The 1960s Batman is killed, and it's about Robin going on a rampage through Batman's rogues gallery, trying to find who was Batman's killer. It's incredible.
Interesting.
Love it.
Very interesting.
All these fan films are amazing.
Yeah,
very cool. But The Dying is Easy. That's recent, right?
Yeah,
correct.
Yes, that came out like last month. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't
think I
seen
like
that
6
one.
million
I haven't
views
seen
now.
that yet.
7.
Oh wow!
I forget who played
Oh,
Batman.
I
His
haven't
name is
watched that
Kevin
yet.
something.
Okay.
I forgot.
There's a couple different Nightwing fan series out there.
Yeah,
there's like a reimagining fan series where they do it almost like in like a Smallville type format where they but they tell the story where it's really different. I mean, Grayson he's kind of like a Nightwing is kind of like a young
that one.
like like punk character, and then there's another one where it's a more traditional Nightwing.
But there's a Nightwing series by the crew Ismahawk, and this
that's a good series too. Yeah,
Man, it's crazy how they can make a great better than the Arrow one.
Let's see. Have y'all seen the Dark Knight Returns fan film? No, I haven't.
Yes, and I know the director of that too, Wyatt Weed. The Dark Knight Returns fan film is very. I interviewed him when he did that, and that was amazing. That is so close to. There it is. That's it right there at the top. Truth right there. That's it. It's 45 minutes. It's the first. It's actually the first book. It's actually the first, the full
4 years ago
comic.
I did not know this.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, it's a very good, very well done, and it actually does a very good job of like duplicating the comic. It's quite good.
So I didn't even know that. So thank you for sharing that.
Excellent.
I'm about to watch this after this.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's see. We need to let Belle know that the Blair Witch is stupid.
Yeah, where's Belle? She's not.
Belle is doing some mommy things right now. So
of course
she couldn't make it.
The one thing that I hope we get, like, I know Matt Reeves trilogy. I hope one day, or like, if like we get a Nightwing spinoff of Matt Reeves, I kind of want to see like the relationship between Batman and Robin, how Batman leaves how Robin leaves Batman, because I always like that relationship, why he left and stuff like that. Like
they're great animated series.
Yeah, like I like how the reason why Nightwing leaves Batman is because he always didn't want to become Batman. And he didn't want to sacrifice everything where Batman sacrifices a mission for everything.
Yeah, that's the thing that the Titan TV show hasn't said anything. Like, they didn't explain why did Dick Grayson left.
Yeah, I
That's very
want to see that
strange.
toxic relationship between Batman and Robin. Like, it's just me, but I kind of want to see like why did he leave, and I want to see that like relationship because like Dick Grayson hates Bruce. He doesn't like him.
Oh yeah, in the Titan show, yeah.
Or like in the comics and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
doesn't.
he wants to be his own man. That's why he leaves. He's like,
Yes.
oh, I'm sick of this
Yeah.
shit.
It's like I think in the animated series, in the '90s, he's like, "Fuck this!" Like,
Yeah,
I'm done.
I
I'm
know.
trying to be a Robin.
In the animated series, he punches Batman in the face.
Yeah, I want that shit to happen in live action. Punch that nigga.
Yeah,
in the
me
face.
too. Like, see that relationship. Like, why? That would be awesome to see. Really.
That was the first Predator 2018 movie I ever watched. I
Yeah,
liked
the
it.
one with Adrian Brody. I didn't think
That
it
shit was
No,
garbage.
the recent one. It was a 2018 one, not
Oh.
the Agent Brody one.
Oh.
I
I
actually
guess I
don't
didn't
mind
even
the
know
Adrian
about
Brody one.
that.
Yeah, I don't mind the Adrian Brody. I thought that was fine.
Yeah.
That was cool. But the first one is the best one, obviously. With Arnold, come on. Now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh
For
my
sure.
God, yeah, Arnold. Andrew's Arnold.
Choose Arnold. Who wants to see? Who else wants to Wonder Woman become the God of War? That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be
That would be
amazing.
amazing. But of course, they don't want Zack, and I think that might be too scary for the studio. So it's like, fuck that shit.
I hope for Wonder Woman 3 that Patty Jenkins do not bring back Cheetah. Well, technically, she'll be older in life in present time, in Max, whatever the nigga name is.
Cheetah's trash.
Yeah,
Cheetah's trash.
Yeah, I didn't like her that much.
No,
yeah, I hope they don't
it's
bring her back
useless.
for the Wonder Woman
They
3.
didn't use her very much at all.
She should have been the main villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
whole
I mean,
movie was just like, ugh.
I was cool with them introducing her in this movie, but I was kind of, yeah. I mean, I think she should have been the main villain for
It was
either for this movie or
it was underwhelming.
either make her the main villain or
make her the
introduce
main
her in
villain
this
or
movie.
introduce her. Yes.
You know, and that way we get her whole backstory, and then at the end we see hints that she's gonna become whatever. And then in the second movie, she's the main villain. That's kind of how I thought it was, or third movie or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I thought it was gonna go.
Like,
we were gonna get an introduction
well,
to
yeah,
her.
because that actually makes sense, you know.
And then Cheetah would be the main villain for the third movie. You know, Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. Finally, we get the iconic. You know, so I was kind of surprised they went there already in the second movie. But see, I had faith it was going to turn out okay because of the first movie.
Yeah,
and this is
of
because
Jeff
I didn't
Johns.
know that they had pushed Zack off of producing and everything. You know, so that was before I knew all this stuff.
Like, the one problem that I did have is the execution, how they did Cheetah's character. Like, I didn't like the wishing stone kind of thing. They could just did they could did the Cheetah's curse, like at the end.
Yeah, that was actually
Right.
the original name of the movie, Wonder Woman and the Wish Stone, and they just they decided to change it to Wonder Woman 84.
Are you serious?
Wonder Woman and the Wishing Stone, just like Harry
really
Potter
was
and the
supposed
Sorcerer's
to be
Stone.
that? Legit?
Wonder Woman
This
and the
isn't-
Wishing Stone.
Oh my gosh, that is so
I think that was Jeff Johns,
awful.
right? Jeff Johns.
Trash. Jeff Johns trash.
Yeah,
That's what that was.
That is awful.
I don't know why Jeff Johns hates Zack Snyder. Like, why you hate him?
He's jealous. That's what it is.
It's actually pretty ironic considering some of the dark stories that Jeff Johns writes regularly. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like he wrote I think Batman 3 Jokers. That was pretty dark too.
Let's see. They should let Cheetah stay as the Cheetah. Cheetah was way better in the animated stuff. I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. I wanted to see an epic fight. Yeah, I want to see that epic fight too, but we didn't get.
Yeah, like I thought that we were just gonna get an introduction and hints that that's where it was going, or maybe a reveal at the end, maybe. But I was surprised she was back to a human at the end. I'm so confused.
Yeah, Linda Carter making a cameo for no reason. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Bring her back,
service.
and then for that.
Yeah,
that's it?
I mean, she's gonna be in a Flash movie anyway, so yeah.
Let's see. what's wrong with Jeff Johns?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Where
he's
have
a
you been, bro?
stupid idiot, Bruce Wayne.
What isn't?
Yeah, what is wrong with Jeff Johns?
What is Jeff John's an idiot?
See, Johns almost had Barbara Gordon raped in Batman Earth 1. Did
Oh
he?
my gosh.
I
What?
don't remember that. I have that
Me
book,
too.
by the way. I don't remember that shit.
Bruh.
I have to reread that shit. I don't remember. Let's see. The DC animated movies are better than the DCEU. Talk to a wall.
Yeah.
I don't agree. Are you talking about like it's better? It's better than a fucking Verse. I would say that. But Zack Snyder's DCEU, no, I think they're different.
I mean,
I don't
Justice
think they're
League
better.
Dark. It's a ripoff of the.
I would
Snyderverse.
say the DCEU, like the DC anime series, is technically better than the live action in general. Like you don't have that kind of they're not as good. The live action is not as good as I really like Zack Snyder, but you can't compete with the animated series universe.
It's been around longer and it has a more solid fan base. Let's see.
You know they're
or maybe he
bringing
can-
back. You know they're bringing back Justice League Unlimited in comics now.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good. Because
Yeah.
They should bring
I'm
back
not a
the
fan of
show.
DC Comics right now. I think they're trash. So hopefully this is better. Let's see. Or maybe he can be a fraud and never write the story. He could have had a ghostwriter. Oh, you
I
think so?
mean, it makes you wonder because, he had that good Green Lantern run, but then, what has he done since that everybody goes nuts over? I can't think of any other
Batman Two
iconic
Jokers.
anything he's done.
Yeah, comics, he should just stay in his lane. Stay in your lane. You're good at it.
Yeah. Other
Just
than the
stay there.
comics, I can't.
His
I'm
Green
sorry.
Lantern movie is gonna suck.
Oh, yeah.
The show. Is he still a part of that show? The Green
Yeah, he's
Lantern?
a executive producer.
By
He's
name,
writing
or
the
does he actually
first-
have control over that shit? It could just be
Well,
by
he's
name.
writing the first episode. I heard.
Right. I mean, they may have given him executive producer credit because it's based off of his version of the character or something like that.
That doesn't
but-
mean he's got a writer.
Right.
He's gonna
Let's
write
see.
the first episode then.
Is the Long Halloween Part 1 any good? It's not out yet.
What?
If you mean the book, yeah, the book's fantastic.
Yeah.
But the animated movie is not out yet, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see, Batman 3 Jokers. Sherry's like, I don't fucking read comics. The fuck.
But I know about the Long Halloween. Come on.
Yeah, I have so many comic books I can't count anymore.
Let's see. I can't find Gal's channel. Oh, Gal Gadot has a channel.
Wow.
Yeah. Why does she have a channel? What's she talking about? Let's see. I was watching that on HBOMax recently. It was really good. I also like Young Justice as well. Young Justice is a good show.
So good.
Yeah.
I love Young Justice. It's awesome.
The live action Young Justice by Zack Snyder. Oh my.
No.
Anthony wants it all. Okay, when I say give me the Snyder Verse, I mean every fucking movie.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Young Justice,
You wouldn't hear no complaints from me from the
I'll watch it.
got
Why not?
directed by Zack.
Let's see. Have you heard about Gotham 19 through 1939? No. Is that a book or?
Is that
Do
a
they
fan
mean-
film? I think that's a fan film. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are they talking about Gotham by Gaslight?
Oh, that's such a.
I think
Batman
this is something
Gotham,
different.
Oh.
I think that might be a fan film.
Oh.
Let's see.
Why
Yeah, she
would
started
she
a
start a
official channel.
YouTube channel? She's rich.
But what she's gonna talk about? That's what I want.
She's gonna talk about how Chris Pine smashed her.
Yeah.
Oh
Probably
my
talking about,
gosh.
I'm talking about Joss Whedon lock her in a closet or some shit.
Oh,
She did start a channel. I
I wouldn't
right
mind
now.
if she spilled the tea on that. I would love to hear
Yeah,
those
right?
details
I
out
would
of her
love it.
mouth personally. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only, the only thing that's on her channel is really Wonder Woman 1984
Gotcha.
stuff.
It's a fan documentary type of thing. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm.
Okay, though, like I said, yeah.
But we've been going on 3 hours, and I think I'm gonna call it a
What a
night.
great life.
Okay.
Sherry, Zodwriter, Arkham Gaming, Anthony, thank you so much for being on here. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. It was so nice
real.
meeting all of you. And
Yes.
Sherry, you're awesome.
You're awesome too.
Sherry, yeah, Sherry's the DC general up in here now.
Yeah.
I'm a cableist. I'm a cableist.
No,
It's
Yeah,
official.
cableist.
It's official.
don't encourage him. But yeah, everybody go follow Zodwriter on the YouTube channel. He's awesome. He does amazing work. Every time he invites me on, it's always a pleasure. So thank you, Zodwriter, for being here. You are awesome.
Thank you.
And everybody, thank you for coming on the chat. You guys are
Yes,
amazing.
sir.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Truth. Thank you for having us.
Always a pleasure. And
Sir.
you guys have a good night.
Have a good
Good
night,
night,
bro.
everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Tomorrow.
Peace.
And fuck the Flash.